I mean, where I am at this point, like in the season, like in my career, I actually do feel like I can go outside and really do something. You know, all those races you see, put together at the back half of the season, that was just the beginning. Like it was me figuring things out. And once you, like you said, once in this game, and once you figure stuff out, you can run fast.
Y'all be in your feelings, I be in the kitchen, I'm just y'all be in your feelings. I be in the kitchen, I'm just y'all be in your feelings. I be in the kitchen, I'm just y'all be in your feelings. I be in the kitchen, I'm just y'all be in your feelings. I be in the kitchen, I'm just trying to stack this scritter to the ceiling, yeah. Y'all be in your feelings. I be in the kitchen, I'm just y'all be in your feelings. I be in the kitchen, I'm just.
Yo! We starting. I get to start out with you.
Big up yourself every day, all day.
I get to start out with you. First of all, can y'all hear me good? Can y'all hear me good?
You hear me, Doc?
I can hear you good. Can you hear me?
Oh, nice. Yeah, I can hear you, Doc.
Yeah. I had to actually come and get on the computer now, so y'all folks can stop making fun of me because the microphone wasn't working. But guess what though? I'm back and I'm here. But you know what though, sir? I kind of was getting just a little, I was getting a little crunk off of Marv's little thing. So that, we all here. I'm going to have to run it back one more time because I know some folks might have missed it. And I was starting to get a little emotional. I was ready to run, man.
Y'all be in your feelings.
I mean, where I am at this point, like in the season, like in my career, I actually do feel like I can go outside and really do something. You know, all those races you see, put together at the back half of the season, that was just the beginning. Like it was me figuring things out. And once you, like you said, once in this game, and once you figure stuff out, you can run fast.
Y'all be in your feelings. I be in the kitchen, I'm just y'all be in your feelings. I be in the kitchen, I'm just y'all be in your feelings. I be in the kitchen, I'm just y'all be in your feelings. I be in the kitchen, I'm just y'all be in your feelings. I be in the kitchen, I'm just trying to stack this scritter to the ceiling, yeah. Y'all be in your feelings. I be in the kitchen, I'm just y'all be in your feelings. I be in the kitchen, I'm just.
Man, look here. Okay, so let's just go on and get this.
Oh, greetings.
And put it out there then. Marv went right back to Nike, people. He did. He went right
Seemed
back.
to have some money left over.
He went right back to Nike. Before we even get into this show, because I definitely want to talk about that. And his contract. Actually. Beyonce Stan. Don't come in here with all that nonsense today. All right, before we even get started, let's just go ahead and get that out the way. Your girl ain't running, so don't bring her up, damn it. We're going to start putting you on mute and on pause. You come in here talking about it again now. Chibi Wayne, what it do? Satasha. Yeah, you know it's about to go live. You got the 3 of us on here, boy. It's about to get crazy here in a minute. LB, what it do? Motion sickness. Tyra, what it is. He's that guy. What's going on, brother? Brendan Jackson, Kind Love, Khalil. Carla, what's going on? Carla 72, what it do, baby? What it do? What it do? Yeah, he did. Rodney, my boy, Rodney. Rodney, you got to come on the show. We done told you 100 times. You got to show people who you are because they know we can't start. We ain't going to start without Rodney. So I'm just I had to pick the microphone up for that and let y'all know that. Colin is coming. He will be a little late. He's still stuck in the real world doing the real job. So he'll be here a little later on. Hey, Mama Denise is in here. What's going on? Willie Davis, Trevor, what it do? All right, y'all. So let's just go ahead and jump on that topic first, fellas. Marv. AJ, what's going on? Marv's still with Nike. Now, I personally know, and y'all know as well, you know, there's a whole bunch of back and forth with him between Nike and Puma and all of that. But ultimately, he stayed with Nike.
Yeah, because Nike got more money on their books right now because they lost all their top guns.
Say that again?
Nike lost all their top guns. So, of course, they got money.
So basically, you trying to say Marv was used goods and Nike paid for used goods.
Listen.
I'm gonna start out like that because that would sound like you trying to say, Coach. And I don't think that's what he want to hear.
Let me keep it 1,000 with you right now.
Okay.
If you had to pay, forget everything that we've been joking about in the group chat. Let's keep it 100 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And this is respectfully, and this is from a business aspect. You had a choice to pay Marvin, Fred, and Lamont Jacobs, but you only able to pay 2 of them. Who's going to be the 2 you want to pay first?
Marvin, Fred, Lamont Jacobs. Well, see, of course, them 2. But you got to keep in mind, though, Marv knew that, too. The same thing you said, he knew that, too.
Right. So, I'm glad Marvin, and here's how I'm flipping this. I'm glad Marv did what he did to get the contract, which is what we call the God contract, because Nike's never given out that joint before, okay? They never. Mo didn't get it. Marion never got it. MJ never got it. Carl never got it.
So nobody.
So, honestly, Marv played his cards right by sitting back, watching everybody else do what they do, and he slid right in.
You know what? I want to go ahead and take this time because now that all this contract stuff is situated and everybody where they at and now I can talk freely, you got to respect all 3 of them. And by all 3, I know we're going to talk about Oceans on some other stuff, but you got to respect all 3 of them because all 3 of them work together on their contracts. Meaning all 3 of them was talking to each other like, hey, so what you thinking about yours? What you thinking about yours? What you thinking about yours? And then you gotta give your hats off to somebody like Marv because Marv is an athlete that understood where he was at. He one of them athletes like, oh, I know where I'm at. I know where Fred at. I know where Lamont at. I know they got to get theirs first. So I'm not going to move. Respectfully, I respect y'all. Y'all got to do y'all thing. I'm not going to move until after y'all move because depending on what y'all do is going to determine what I can get. So you got to give him props for that because he knew it. He know like, man, until they sign, they ain't gonna sign. So then once you know Fred made his decision, it made it easier for Marv. And then once Lamont made, well, I'm gonna put this out there. Allegedly, Lamont didn't make no decision. Nike made a decision for Lamont. They didn't even offer him nothing. But anyway, that's another story. Yeah, man, I'm just telling you, I would have heard that. so he with Puma because Nike didn't offer him nothing at all. So Marv's holdout was a brilliant holdout because all of them did it together. So you got to give all 3 of them kudos to that because they got their money. At the end of the day, no matter how we're going to talk about what's his name, Oceans in this show, at the end of the day, all 3 of them boys got their money. So, and they did that by working together, talking to each other, seeing filling each other out. So at the end of the day, no matter what happens from this point, they all got the contracts that they feel like they deserved. Like,
good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. And you know, no one should be surprised that Jacobs didn't get any money because remember, Nike's the same company that let.
Well, no, not any money. They didn't give him an offer. Allegedly, they didn't even offer him nothing. Like,
well, and that's fine.
I don't know if that's true, dog.
No, I said allegedly now. That's allegedly. Yeah. That's what you know.
We also got to remember that this is the same company that let Maurice Green walk after his third world title.
They did do that. They did do that.
So
they did.
Yeah, but third world title near the end of your career is different from first Olympic title.
Won the third world title
early in your career. His third world title would have been in 99. No, 2001.
Yeah.
I think the Nike Adidas switch over for Mo was a little different though.
97, 99, 2001.
Yeah.
Because if I remember correctly from Coach Hop, it was a situation like Fred's. He went to Adidas because Nike couldn't give him what he was asking for or what Emmanuel was asking for, you know. And you know when Emmanuel get to talking, he don't want nothing cheap. So
but here's the funny thing, right? If anyone deserved that type of number at that time, it was Mo.
I won't disagree with you at all.
For matter of fact, wasn't Marion the highest paid Nike athlete?
Yep.
And Mo had more world titles than she did.
Yeah, but Marion had it all. She could do it all. Like you know, that's that catch-22. It's like, yeah, you got more titles, but she can go on winning day 1, 2, 4x1, 4x4, long jump, what you want to do. So that's gonna be, you know, a little more valuable. But since let's go ahead and get into it then. Lamont, Oceans, 12, 13. This whole show is gonna damn near be about him because I want to talk about what Anthony talked about too. Lamont, he took another L. Took a whole nother L. And the reason why I say another L is because he's getting second. We all know what that means. Second means you the first person to lose. Third ain't no L. You just happen to not be ready. You get second, you lost, period. Third is kind of good. This is my question. Him taking all these L's, what does that mean for him right now going into outside? I already know. Come on with it.
Not a damn thing.
Okay, I want to say this. I know a lot of people felt like I was kind of hating on Marcell when I said that when I was questioning whether or not he won the real Olympics. But that aside, right? I think this competition was going to be lose for him because of the fact that he switched the shoes, right? So if he went and won, people would have been like, oh, it was because of the shoes. Now he loses and people are like, oh, he lost even with the shoes. But I think it actually worked out in his favor, as far as I'm concerned, with him getting injured after the semi. When I saw him injured after the semi, dog, I was like, yo, I don't know if he's gonna run, yo, because it looked like it was significant enough. It's European indoors. Why would you run, dog? You don't really need to.
No, European indoors is just as big as any other. That's the positive.
Not for the Olympic champion, though. He doesn't have to run that.
Yeah, but
he didn't have to run that.
Yeah, but
and he had more excuse to pull out of this. He had more excuse to pull out of this than he did out of Worlds.
I mean, when you compare it, yeah, but Euro,
right.
Euro
now with that,
not so big.
Right now with that, he still ran, dog, and he was visibly hurt. I don't know if you guys saw the meet, but he definitely didn't really shift. He held back.
I actually saw the race finally today, actually, and I can contest to that. Like he still don't look.
But he didn't. But it was. If you watch the semi, it was there. But in the final, he didn't hit it, dog. But the fact that he still ran, dog, that shows me that he has a dog in him, dog. Because he could have pulled out again, and really he could have just let that go. And a lot of people would have been like, well, it's just what he does anyways. It's a small meet. Obviously, he's gonna pull out, and he still ran, dog. I think, to be honest, I feel like he may be getting a sense that people feel like he's ducking, and he took a big risk, dog. Because if he got injured here, we don't know how bad the injury is, but if it was bad, he could have messed up his whole season, dog. He didn't give a shit, dog. He still ran, and he still ran fast.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything, I feel like people got more to worry about with that loss than if any other thing happened, dog. In my eyes, I'm looking at it like this guy, he can push himself through shit like that and still compete at a pretty high level. Now, the guy that beat him, I don't feel like he's gonna run that good of 100. Kerley. but he obviously really, really fast in the 60. It wasn't no fluke. But Marcell was right there, and he was visibly injured, dog. That's dangerous to me.
Well,
I feel like that's dangerous.
Well, listen. Ray asks how this is going to affect everything else
outside.
And here's the deal. And I keep saying this, and I said this in the group chat. That man was coming off of an injury to where he had to shut his season down last year. I'm pretty sure that everybody on this panel has been hurt so bad that it lingered into the next upcoming year to the point where our training got pushed back sometime until your coaches and your handlers felt that you was 100% ready to go. For him to go out there and run what he ran, knowing, and I'm just putting on my coach's hat, knowing the importance of what he means to the country of Italy and what he means to just the event itself, I highly doubt he started training when he normally does. Like, gotta remember that injury was so severe that he pulled out of the world championships. Remember, he got hurt in the semifinals in 60 and he still ran. He got hurt last year and he pulled out after the first round. After the first round, he pulled out. So I mean, we gotta take that into account, man. And let me clear another thing up because Colin was, I don't know what kind of good he was on, but he was on something.
Shout out to Colin. He'll be here a little later.
I have never in my life seen a guy run 6:47 and still have a PB of 10.4. Clearly, that guy's not the same guy he was last year.
Yeah.
Every guy that I know that's ran 6.4 has ran 10 flat or faster. Every single one.
But he's obviously, I mean, his 60 is a lot faster than it was last year too, though. Like,
right.
He's gonna run faster than 100.
He's older. His body's more mature. He's over puberty, so he got his man body. Who's to say he's probably not gonna be the next great Italian sprinter?
Who? What's the name? No, what?
That won't happen, Doug.
I mean, we don't.
He's not.
We don't know.
No, I know he won't.
He's not at all.
So you already know. So you already know him?
Well, coincidentally,
Yeah,
shout out to Ray's Take, Nat. Because Nat done gave me the breakdown already.
Yeah.
Nat done gave me the breakdown already. So and Nat is going off of pretty much what Anson is saying. Nat is like he ain't nothing to worry about outside. Like this guy is a strictly 60-meter runner, so it's okay to lose to him because based on his numbers, he is not going to do anything outside. So here's what Nat sent me. The guy, okay, so 0 to 10 stride count is literally the same. Hold on. I want to get to where he was talking about the dude that beat him. His splits. Because okay, here we go. I'm reading y'all how the stats came to me. All right. Samuels went 384 and then 263 to give him 647. Then he went 386 and 262. Okay. Lamont went 390 and 260 with 650. Okay. Jacobs lost speed first 30 and subsequently top speed as well compared to previous indoor races 2021, 2022. Talking about the Samuels guy, can he be a factor outdoor? No, he can be a factor outdoors if he's healthy, and he's talking about Lamont. Samuel, he says this Samuel guy is a pure 60-meter guy. Not going to be a factor outdoors at all. If he has a 2.0 and holds on for dear life, he goes 10.09 at best, which is great improvement. But I'm seeing more 10-12 to 10-15 for this guy. Y'all know Nat. Nat's the person that be sending us all the breakdowns, all the stats and everything. Shout out to Nat for that. So according to Nat, Nat is like, well, he should have lost based on his times from when he was healthy versus now, and based on what Samuels has always been able to do. So Nat is under the impression to not get worried at all yet. Okay.
Good question.
Now, for me, I'll say it like this. I watched the race, okay? And so when I watched it from like a trainer eye, okay? Like, let me see what his body looking like. You know what I'm saying? There's something still wrong with that hip. Like it's evident. It's completely evident. Like if you're watching him head on, you can tell that right leg ain't snapping the way it should be snapping, okay? Now, here's the deficit for somebody like him. He's not fast, okay? And what I mean by that is, Anson, you fast. Coach, you fast. Fast is when I was 8 years old, let's go street pole to street pole. I'm just fast. I don't need no front side mechanics. I don't need none of that shit. I'm going to win or I'm going to run fast. He's one of those athletes to where he's fast because he's mastered the mechanic. So now when you take somebody like that who can't actually use the mechanics, he's dead in the water now, because you were able, the only reason why you won Tokyo is because you held your mechanics through the line when they didn't. That's your strong point. You've been one of the most mechanically sound people since Maurice Green. One of the biggest things you need is your hip flexor. It's not working. So now when they were saying his hamstring, I understood that. Like, well, no, shit. If your hip flexor ain't firing, your glute mid and glute max going next. And if they stop going, your hamstring gonna take all that work. So I'm more on the side now to I'm like, shit, maybe he really is hurting. And whatever he did, they didn't rehab it properly enough to where he just ain't been able to get back to himself. Like, that's where I'm at now. Now I'm at the, I'm like, well, shit, I don't really think that is Lamont. I think it's Lamont's trainers because Lamont don't look good. Mm. And also, if you look at his body versus, and then that's the same thing I talked to Nat about. If you look at his body versus Tokyo, he's heavier. Heavier means I can't do a lot of reps. When I mean reps, like he can't go outside and do 150, 150, 150, 150, 300, 200, 100, because that's what gets you lean. It looks like he can't do none of that. And that's why he kind of got a little bigger. So now I'm looking at it differently. Like, I don't think he's going to be a factor outside, but I don't think he's going to be a factor based on, I don't think he recovered. I truly don't. I don't think that he recovered properly.
You don't think he looked good through the middle of the race though, even with all that?
Well, no. During the middle of and that's a good. I'm glad you said that. During the middle of the race, and Anson, you know this. Drive phase, your hip flexors, you're not really using them when as much as you would when you up tall.
Right.
Which is when you in your drive, you don't really feel anything. You don't feel no hip issues. You don't feel no hamstrings. It's not till you get up and then you try and move. That's when everything pops up. So I think because he was in that drive phase, you really couldn't see it, but he can't pull it up high enough.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that. He has the best vertical push from the set position.
Had you gotta say had.
Yes, the
He's saying because he ain't healthy, he can't do it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta go look at his I gotta look at his world championship indoor race and this race. But that man has the best vertical push from 0 to 10 that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with you on that.
Better than the Southpaw, better than Bolt, better than.
I'm not gonna disagree with you. Mm-hmm.
Right, like his vertical shin angle, his vertical push is something. It's breathtaking. So I have to take a look before I can even comment on that. So I concede on this point for the time being.
Yeah, if you go take a look at the race, you go take a look at the race and look at it head on. Just watch his right leg. You'll see that thing ain't coming up like the left leg is. He's
that guy. Whatever you drinking on, bro.
Yeah, that's why I put it up there.
Yeah, I mean, put it down.
That's why I put it up there. Whatever you got, we need some of that.
He on that Anson.
Yeah.
I've been very respectful up to this point. This can change very quickly, Lamont. I've been very respectful.
You're right, because Anson was bugging me.
That's one.
With the automotive, you was bugging.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. Hold on, baby. Hold on. You know that's coming up. You know that's coming up. Before we switch and get off this topic, though, so what y'all think about him? Y'all think he's gonna be able to make it? By make it, I mean, do you think he's gonna be able to make it to world champs? Do you think he'll be able to make it to the finals on the podium? What do you think?
I don't see how he can't make it to the final. I mean, you got the 4 U.S. guys. You got maybe 1 or 2 Jamaicans. I'm not worried about the Kenyan dude because I'm not worried about him. You got DeGrasse, and I'm still in the verdict is still out on DeGrasse right now because I don't know nothing about this coach that he's with, but whatever. But I got to give him the benefit of the doubt because DeGrasse has outran all coaching. If you understand what I mean by that, he's that good that
I understand that.
Yeah, he's that good, right? So I don't see why not. I mean, I don't trust Reese Prescott
Oh man.
I don't trust Darnell Hughes because Darnell Hughes is a known false starter, so he gonna false start himself right out of the meet.
Yes.
I mean, right now, I can see him making the final. I don't know who's the top Nigerian guy. Nope, nobody. Nobody.
Yeah, but what about Letsile though?
Which one?
Letsile. Tobago.
Oh.
Are you serious, dog? You seen his 300, right? I know it's a 300, but you saw it, right?
Yeah, you know, if he made the final, I wouldn't be surprised. I just don't want him to go in there and do no young dude joint and mess around and don't get in there.
Hey, all I know is he might have had the 300-meter world record if he didn't back off the way he did, yo. He did a bolt 969 back off, 968 back off. It was crazy, dog. And he's fifth fastest. No, I think sixth, somewhere between fifth and eighth all time at 300 now. Only 0.5 off of the world record. If he ran through the line, he very well might have had the world record.
What did he run in the 300?
31.5, I think.
Bro, you know the world record is like 30-70 something, right?
Yeah, it was. So you were at 31.5, and then it's like 30.9 or something like that. So
world record 30.76. Michael Johnson had the world record.
All I know is he's about half a second off the world record. Let me look the stats up right now. Hold up. However you slice it, watch the race first.
Long way from the 300-meter world record. Okay, that's a long way.
No. That's not a long way.
Thank you.
In a 300?
Yeah,
that's not a long way. No, they're not even close to top speed, dog. At that stage of the race, and I'm telling you, Lamont, before you say anything, you're talking I know it all right now. Watch the race, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. He backed off, didn't die, didn't just slow down. He backed off.
So let me get
read the comments. For those who saw 300, you can have a
straight. So you mean to tell me that this kid potentially over 300 meters faster than Usain Bolt? Usain Bolt has a sub 31.
If you see the race, I want you to see the race. You need to see the race. You have to see the race. Because it was like that. 300 all time. I'm gonna tell you what he ran. Yeah.
Oh no, man! But ain't anytime Nats pop up with a stat, you gotta pay attention.
31.54. World record's 30.81.
No
30.8. 30.8. So you mean to tell me
if you look at how he backed off, you have to look at how he backed off. It wasn't just a let up.
31.85. 31.85.
Yeah, look. You see how Fred backed off? It was way worse than that. It was way worse. Way worse. Not even comparable. His back off was way worse than Fred's back off, yo. I'm trying to tell you, yo.
Okay.
You have to go watch the race.
Okay.
Look at back to the point, the matter at hand, he's gonna be a factor. After seeing that, he's absolutely gonna be a factor, yo. Really, last year, shit, his block slipped. That's why he lost or got dusted like that. We don't know what would have happened. Letsile in the semifinal.
Yeah. Well, we know what would have we know what would have happened, but it wouldn't have been no different outcome.
He might have. I mean, he would have at least been in the final. Dog. He might have come top 4. We don't know. He won his first round. Second round, he slipped and almost fell. Dog. Shit happens. All I know is he looks better this year. So shit.
I'll give you that. He 100% look better this year. He 1,000%.
Right. Then last year he ran 991. So shit.
So what you saying? So what thing you gonna run?
After seeing that, he's gonna run faster than 991. So that puts him in the 98 range.
That ain't what I asked you.
That puts him in the 98 range.
Oh, 98. That's it.
That puts him at the very least in the 98 range.
So 98.
See, I'm not like you, dog. I still need to see 100. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to
gotta see that 100.
But I'll say this. I know he'll run faster.
Okay, so I want a specific time.
I don't care what you want.
Okay,
Lamont.
I
How
think
about
what he
that?
asking. He asking for a time range.
Right.
I think he really want a time range.
I'll give you a little window.
Time range?
Yeah, I think he want a range.
Wait. Do you want a time range? So 9,
Not time
8
range, I want
range
exact
wasn't
time.
range enough for you?
No, I want the exact time. I say time range. I said,
And I said no.
Cause they might have got no doggone exact time,
No
man.
means
They
no.
might not do that. You gotta at least give folks a range, man. Like
It's a silly request.
give
matter of
folks a
fact.
range. Like
No, because you're the one talking about. You're the one talking about. Oh, gotta go see the race. He backed off, started doing the Macarena before he got to the finish line. So
What I don't want you to do.
I mean, if he looked that
What
good,
I don't want you to do.
I mean, if he looked that good, I want to know what you
What
think.
I don't want you to
do.
What I don't want you to do is to speak as an expert
You see how
with
Ray
no
sounded crazy
information.
last year? And Ray
What?
said,
You say Ray
Ray
sounded crazy? Ray never sounded crazy, sir.
yeah,
Yo,
and Ray
Lamont's
said,
You see my time?
Lamont's kind of
My time said
kamikaze
Mr.
right
Always
now.
right.
Yo.
What are you talking about?
No,
You
no,
sounded
no,
crazy
no.
to my I sounded crazy
This
last
is how you get embarrassed in clips. You're going kamikaze
I'm trying
right
to
now.
tell you,
There's no one on your
showed
side
up
right
in-
now.
What?
So it's about to be a filthy
listen,
death
this
for
what-
you right
listen,
now, yo. You need to relax.
Last year, Ray was willing to say Fred was gonna run 9:49. He was willing to say that.
I didn't say 49. First of all,
yeah.
I said he had the capabilities of running 49 if he had it all together. I said he would break the world record in the hundreds. What I said, sir,
Okay.
coach, sir.
So, Anson, I want you to give me a time. It's something to change. You can change it whenever after you.
While me and Ray
change.
both have issue with you right now, I'm afraid
I
I'm
said
not
you
going to be
got
able to go
something
out.
to change.
I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to go out and make a remark like Ray did with that 9:49 because he shouldn't succumb to the peer pressure of picking a time. I'll say this without seeing 100.
Yes, I feel like that was a little disrespectful you just did to me. Right
It was
now.
it was kind of
I felt like it
disrespectful,
went
but
like no. It went like
had to
no,
let you go.
like no hook.
I'd let you go.
But I felt like it was a little
time-
jab.
it was time to say goodbye.
Back up a little bit.
It was time to say
Jab,
goodbye. But I'm back with you now, though. I'm saying this: until you see 100, it's not really smart to make 100-meter predictions yet.
Well, I want to do this real fast then, because Coach don't piss me off now. So we're gonna go on switch over then. You know what I'm saying? Fred is actually about to run in like 5 days on March 11th. He's running the 400-meter dash on March 11th. He's going back to the 400. This one we need Colin, because I need to know when the last time Fred ran a 400. But because I don't feel like he did any of them last year. Did he? Do y'all remember?
Yeah, he ran 44-47 last year.
Well, he ran that in Grenada.
Yeah, Grenada. Okay. Okay, well, I'm glad you said that, Coach. So he ran that 44.7 last year in Grenada.
44-47.
44.4.
Yeah.
In Grenada.
Yeah.
Roughly around this time last year. Which means Fred is, I guess we could say, known to go ahead and do a 400 right now. So based on kind of like what, how you just put Anson on the spot, you know what I'm saying? And Anson was like, I think he'll go faster because he only went 981 last year. Do you think Coach, do you think that he going to go faster than 44.4?
Nah, I'll give him 44.8.
Why?
I got to hear
it. Because honestly,
how did he go backwards? How did he go backwards?
Yeah, I don't understand. What you base that on?
I mean, you know him more than I do. Is he training for the quarter, but he's moonlighting in the 100? Like, what is he doing? Like,
Coach, you saw the 200 though.
No, it doesn't matter. You speak to him. What is he doing training wise?
That's not what I asked. That don't be trying to get no information out of me.
You're asking Ray for information for your response. Can you not come to your own conclusions?
Nothing.
Can you not make your own answers?
So Ray, seeing that you don't want to give me no answers, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna play safe. I'm gonna play safe, and I give him 44.81.
So again, you're saying he's gonna go slower this year in March than he did last year in March in Grenada. He's gonna go slower.
I'm gonna give him 44.81.
So his 200
playing it safe.
So his 200, him opening up already, giving you a 200. When last year at Grenada, he didn't do that. What you telling me is, and you're gonna be telling all of us, because Colin, your groupies ain't here yet. Or actually, they are here. God damn it, they are here. Y'all here
Oh, he's got the glasses on.
He gonna come on
I'm
with the
worried.
glasses and everything. I'm telling
Got
y'all,
the
boy,
glasses on.
Colin, boy, listen.
Yeah, no
But anyway,
context today.
you right on time. So, Coach, what you sit here trying to tell us is Fred Kerley had a nice year last year. Great year last year. Actually, I think he won like a lot of stuff. You mean to tell me that dude gonna come out after last year and run slower in March this year than he did last year?
Yes.
After he done already showed you a 200.
Yes. I'm giving him 44.81.
What do you think, Ray?
You go ahead. You got the flow, Anderson. I'm gonna go last. You go ahead. You got the flow. What you thinking? Coach. Hey, Coach.
Um,
Hold on 1 second, Anderson, before you go. Coach, you still got them 2 bottles that you had showed like 2 episodes ago? It was like Ciroc.
I got them, but I'm playing it safe. I'm going 44.81.
I'm just trying to see if you want to go ahead and crack one open and try and get a better understanding. Because all right,
safe. 44.81.
Anderson, you got it. You got it.
Well, I think that actually right now, I think is a bit earlier than it was last year. I think it was in April.
Grenada? Nah, Grenada was in March.
No?
Nah, Grenada was in March. It may have been like late March, but I do know it was in March.
Okay. If I was gonna just go off what I think, I would kind of agree with Coach, but I have a reason though.
Well, that's why we here. Let me hear it.
The reason I think that is because his new spikes look good. I feel like they may take some getting used to. So I think the reason why he didn't even run that deuce in Australia that hard is because it was kind of like a feeling out process. I know he's practicing in them and stuff, but race intensity is a little bit different. So I expect him to run around the 44.7 again or slower. Now, I don't think he's gonna run 45
or slower. Because I'm about to say slower.
Yeah,
gonna be
only
damn near
because I
45.
don't think he's gonna run the whole thing hard. I feel like he's still kind of feeling it out, feeling out his equipment, feeling out his season. Just showcasing. It's early. I don't think that he's gonna necessarily run the whole thing to try and get a PR. If he gets a PR by accident,
let's throw this in the mix. Then what if he actually was going after it?
Wait, what time did you say again? I'm sorry.
I'm confused. I'm saying 44.7 or
you saying 44.7.
No faster than 44.7. But
you're saying it because based off of you just don't think that he's ready to go faster than that because he got to get used to the equipment, the time of year,
yeah,
stuff like
and
that.
I don't think it's important right now. Okay. Fred's always talking fast times all the time.
I will agree with Anson on that one. I don't think it's important right now.
What's the like world championship standard? Does anyone know what that time is?
It
45,
got to be like
45 flat, I think.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
That's it?
Yeah, I think it's 45.00.
What I was going to say, I think so. Once again, bringing up the stats. So this is where the stats come. I think he runs around a 44.5. Just based off of if he runs a 44.8, Coach, like you're saying, that would be his slowest time since 2016 in the 400. And I know he's obviously not training.
He's that guy. He's that guy. Don't turn to like
not training for the 400 like he was back in college. But like, I think Fred Kerley today beats Fred Kerley of 2016 every day of the week. He should. He's faster and everything. So I can't give him that. Like, because that would be a dramatic drop from what he's used to running. So I got to say like 44.5, like right around what he did last time.
I don't know, man. You take time off of them fours, man.
I'm going 43.
Boy, you about to have me. Boy, you about to have me cuss on this thing, man. Boy, boy, let me go on and sip my juice, man.
For real.
Hey,
Never go 43.
I'm going between 43-2 and 43-7.
And 43. Wait, say that again.
I'm going between 43-2 and 43-7.
43-2.
I'm going between 43-2 and 43-7. Y'all heard what I said.
So
he's knocking on the world record.
Now that Fred is going to run the top 3 fastest times ever run.
Yes.
Between that and another all-time great run. That's what you're saying.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. And I'm
I
saying
think that's
that
a really bad prediction.
I made worse because I made a prediction. I made a prediction that the Team USA women would beat Jamaica. I made worse. Oh, I forgot. That shit really happened. Never mind. But anyway, so that's what I'm saying. I'm going 43. All right. Now here's why I'm going 43. Okay. Oh, whatever, damn it. Don't act like I'm the only one that talk to these damn athletes. Nah. Y'all talk to them the same way I do, okay? I'm just the person that actually listen to what they be saying, okay? I'm going 43-2 between 43-2 and 43. Coach, come back. It ain't time to talk to the ancestors. I'm trying to talk to you. 43-2 and 43-7. And here's why I say that, okay? Here's what I looked at, all right? I said last year, Fred wanted to do the same thing. He been preaching phase 42 for how long now? He been saying phase 42 since he was like 2 years old. Every year it's phase 42, phase 42, phase 42. Okay. Now here's what I'm going with. Because you gotta keep in mind, Fred didn't run after the world champs at all, correct? We all remember he didn't run after the world champs. Fred had all of that time to rehab. Fred had all that time to work out. Fred had all that time to get, and you got to keep in mind, Fred's the world champion now. So the difference between Fred this time last year and Fred this year, you're not the number one guy. So you're not going to Dr. Mueller and getting the good peptide buns, okay? You're not going and getting all the best stuff that, well, ASICs would throw at you, okay? I'm going with 43 because that 200 I saw him run, to me, not to y'all, but to me, it looked like he jogged 20.3.
I agree.
It never looked like he ever came out of any gear to I'm going to hit a gear. So if you can jog 20.3 right now, that means your conditioning, not your speed, okay? We had this debate last week, and y'all didn't want to hear what I was saying. Not your speed, your conditioning and your strength says I'm in this shape right now to do this. Okay. If he can jog that 43, and you got to keep in mind this too, he been down there in Australia for like a whole month now. All right. So hold on, damn it, y'all folk killing me. He been down there in Australia. I'm gonna finish any damn way, okay? Damn that. I'm gonna finish anyway. He been down there in Australia for like a whole. I'm tired of calling his groupies, all right? He been in Australia for like a whole month. So he acclimated to Australia. He got the Australian fan base behind him. He ain't had nothing to do but sit down there and train. I would not be surprised. I'm telling you what surprised me. Here's what would surprise me. What would surprise me is he broke the world record. Okay, that's as far as I can go. That'll be a surprise to me. 42.9, I'm surprised. If the clock say 43 anything, I'm not surprised. Like, I expect you to go 43. You jogged 20.3, and last year you opened up, as Coach alluded to, with 44. I think you're faster than that. I'm not going to disrespect you like Coach and Anson. I'm not going to say you're going to hit the same time.
This isn't disrespect.
It's very disrespectful. Here's why I'm saying disrespectful, okay? Femke Bol, and we're going to talk about her later. Femke Bol This whole Indo been on a whole other level right now.
She's on a mission, man.
She was on a mission, and I'm saying Fred is on a mission because Fred is on that same mission.
Different, man.
I'm gonna give him 43. The reason I'm giving 43 is because he's on Operation 42. So if he's trying to go 42, the least I can do is give him 43. I ain't gonna like it's one thing if he was saying phase 43. Okay, well, that's about to be 44. Or like how a sprinter do. Well, phase 9-7. Well, you might go 9-8. If he's saying phase 42, that means he's training for 42. So therefore, I gotta at least give you 43.
Right.
What phase is he saying for the 200? What phase is he saying for the 200?
He ain't saying nothing. So that's what let you know where his mindset at.
Ray, I got a real quick question for you here.
Go ahead, sir. I knew.
How many athletes that are pros in your entire history do you know when you ask them, what's your what do you want to do? What's your goal? Your goal, and they say, my goal is to break the world record. How many people do you know said that, and none of them actually did it?
Okay, we're just gonna mute Colin because he's making too much sense.
About 99.99999% of them.
Cause you know how many times I done wrote the world record on my mirror. How many times I don't wrote it on a piece of paper. How many times I done had it put somewhere like I'm gonna break the world record, and I ain't came within a half a second of that thing. So Colin, that's not fair. I thought I muted you. How you get back?
It's in the chat. Fred said phase 18. Fred said phase 18. So
that's me. I'm 43 with it. I'm 43.
Well, look, he said phase 18 and still was okay with the 20.3.
I'm 43 with it. Y'all see I got my Michael Irvin towel today. I knew it was gonna go down. Well, I'm 43 with it.
Man, if he does that, that's gonna be scary. But I don't think he needs to do that.
Why not? Why not do it? Why not do it?
It's March. And if you was talking all that about Aaliyah running too fast, I know you can't be okay with him running 43.
But hold on though.
In March.
I'm okay with him running 43 in March because it's a 400. It's a 400.
To run 43, with his running style, he's going to have a significant amount of speed. He's going to have to be putting a lot of speed into that race. I don't feel like he's the strongest he's been in his career. So this isn't going to be strength based if he runs that fast. It's going to be all speed. And he's going to try and hold on for dear life. To be able to have the strength, like Stephen Gardner's strength, or, perennial 400-meter runners' strength, you have to be doing it repetitively for years. He hasn't been doing it repetitively for years, yo. So for him to just engage that strength that you will need to maintain, you're going to be able to do it. It's going to be all speed.
Okay, so
and that's a dangerous race. If 43 with all speed is a dangerous race. I'm going to ask you a
question for everybody then, the whole panel. So let's say hypothetically, he's been training for just that, as opposed to training for like 100, 200. Yeah, let's just say since last year, hypothetically, he's been training for phase 42. Just that. Can he go 43 with that? If that's been his training regimen, can he not go 43? Coach, I want your answer first.
I don't even know. I'm just so.
Ray's funny, man.
I know, man. Ray. It'd be beautiful.
Hey, I hope he does it, man. It just doesn't make any sense.
It would be beautiful to watch him do something that no one's seen. I'm gonna be fair, so ain't no pressure on him. I'm going 44.81. Anson's going 40. Anson's going 44.7.
That's
Colin, you're saying somewhere between 44.5 and a little bit slower. And Ray is talking about him running the third fastest time ever ran in history.
Welcome to Ray's Take. That's kind of how we got here.
Yo, this is a clip right here. This is an actual clip right here.
Hey,
with the comment at the bottom and everything.
Hey, I got faith in it. Damn it. You know what? Y'all, what name say? Hold on.
You know what? If this was April,
because I earned that. I earned that right there.
If this was late April, I might have jumped on the bandwagon and say he may go sub 44. If this was late April.
So if he go 43 on March 11th, are you gonna say he can break the world record?
No, because we all thought Michael Norman was gonna break the world record, and he ran 44. He ran 43.4 in April, and he didn't come close.
Michael Norman light skinned.
Oh.
Hey, that's a factor. That's a real life factor, Colin, with a 1L.
Right,
I still got to on mute. How you keep on muting yourself?
Nice try.
He light skinned. Like that's you know, if he went light skinned, he probably would have broke it that year. But you know, he light skinned.
He light skinned. That's why. Nah, that's crazy. By the way, that's crazy.
That's all I can think of. He should have broke it. Shit, I don't know what that is. Wade ain't light skinned. Wade is not light skinned. Wade is sand skinned.
Dark skinned.
He's sand skinned.
What?
Sand skinned.
What?
Sand skinned.
You're just making stuff up. Right,
you never been to like the beach and then look at the sand color.
You know,
I see what you're saying.
You know,
he's sand skinned. I ain't light skinned.
Ray, you know, that's kind of teetering on racial. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not really. I guess so because he's from Middle East. Oh shit, I ain't thinking about that.
He is?
Yeah. He's from
South Africa.
That's right, coach.
Yeah,
you have me nervous for a second.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you have me nervous. I was about to start closing my blinds, mess with them Qatar people and stuff. Yeah, he's from South Africa. Yeah, he's sand color. He's saying custard. I like what they say. He's custard color.
Hey,
yeah, he ain't light skinned though.
It's crazy.
Hey, listen, Trey. Hey, Trey said you spoke in that stuff. They gave Smokey on Friday.
Nah, I ain't had none of that. I ain't had none of that, but you know, every now and then, I do like to participate in cigars. Legal provider number 9, people. I smoke real cigars. None of the extra stuff that them little kids be smoking, whatever. But anyway, next topic. So we talking about Femke. Y'all know what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I done became a Femke Bol fan. I've converted myself. I'm a Femke Bol fan now. I really am. After watching this whole season in the European Championship, I've converted myself because I used to be hard on Femke because I was like, yeah, you ran fast, but whatever, it don't matter. You know, it don't really matter because the seed is still out there. But here's my question. First of all, she's not being serious, so stop that. Is she could we classify her as the second best, and I say mid-sprint because I'm talking about 400 hurdles. The second best mid-sprint person in history, possibly?
You talking about 400 hurdles?
Yep.
Ooh.
Are you just talking about women or men and women?
No, just women.
Look at it.
Just women.
Look at it.
Because, of course, she is number 1. That's
well, you know what? She has the world record in the 5. She has the world record in the indoor 4.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 all time in the 400 hurdles. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can make a compelling argument that she is the best.
I was about to say, now, could you make that argument that she's actually the best because she got more titles than Sid has in that mid sprint?
You talking about world records?
Well, I'm talking about overall world record. I'm talking about accolades overall. If we're talking about, you know, what all of them can do from 400 hurdles, indoor 400, outdoor.
Sid has the world junior record. I don't know if it got ratified, but she has the world junior record in the indoor 400. And remember, Sid doesn't run indoors around the oval. She's never ran around the oval since she turned pro.
That's the only thing that's in the way.
Huh?
Is that Sid doesn't run many indoors, so it's hard to say.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to disqualify Sid from the conversation.
This stat went up on the Track and Field Network, where it was averaging out their 400 meter indoor, 400 meter outdoor, and the 400 meter hurdle time. If you average all those out, Femke has the best performance out of everybody. Out of 8 people, Femke Bol's first, Cindy McLaughlin second, Mary Jose Perez third, Amir Little's fourth, Arina Pravalova
is in there, right? Okay, yeah.
Natalia and Tuk.
On two, yeah, I know that. Yeah, the
she's fifth.
world champ.
She's tied for fifth.
Yeah.
Britton Wilson is seventh. Listen to Demas is eighth.
Man,
Track and Field Network, everybody.
Hey, we need to give Britton Wilson. We need to give her a couple extra points because that girl ran 202 in the 800.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. But the thing about Sydney, she hasn't run much 400 meter indoor races or outdoor races.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just because she got the world record, does that really signify her as the best in that range?
I mean,
we in that range
right now, yeah.
I mean, she has a time. So you say down.
Oh no, I'm talking about Femke right now. But the thing is, with Sydney, we're going off of 4x4 legs.
And I actually agree. So keep going.
Yeah, we're going off 4x4 legs, and we're going off of equivalent to her running 50 point in the 4 hurdles, dog.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just assuming that she's gonna roll out in the 4.
Right.
And she might, but
ain't nobody. I think she will.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see it though.
Right. I need to see it. So wait, like you said,
I'm showing us something, yo.
I'm with you on this one.
It's showing us something.
Colin, what you think?
We're giving her the benefit of the doubt because she is so universally dominant and she's an outlier in one specific event. Well, actually two, because the main time she ran 12.5 in the 100 meter hurdles, and that's not even her primary event. She just jumped in there for 400 meter hurdle work. We're just assuming because of her greatness that she could step into anything and do well in anything. So we're giving her the benefit of the doubt.
What about Shawnee Miller-Weibo? I know she doesn't do the 400 hurdles, but you know, if we're just talking about like who's the greatest across like that distance, I feel
that 300 to 500 threshold.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you're taking 400 meter hurdlers out of it and just doing everybody, yeah, she's in there. So would Sawa. Sawa would be there too.
Yeah. Right now today, you know, I gotta go outlandish. Right now today, I feel like Femke and Sid, their values are equal. I don't feel like Sid outvalues Femke anymore. Now, the only reason why I'm saying that is because of this right here. What Sid does is outstanding. Ain't nobody coming close to it. Nobody coming close to what she do. Not coming close to it. But we're really only talking about one event. I've had to sit down and pay attention because I'm a Sid fan. I've had to sit down and pay attention and watch Femke and start paying attention to like what she's been doing, you know what I'm saying, and how she's been doing it day in, day out. I get it. I totally get the Bob Kersey training regimen. I'm not going against it. We train to win the medals when it counts. Totally, I'm not going against that. But at the same token, you got this girl over here who can go indoor 400, 500, outdoor 400 hurdles. It just seems like to me she can do more than Sid can do. But Sid can do the thing that matters the most better than she can, which is that 400 hurdles. But yeah, watch this though. Watch this right here though. Ask yourself this right here then. If you building a track team, a high school track team, who you want, Sid or Femke?
Sydney by a mile.
Well, high school track team. How?
Are you forgetting what she did in long jump?
No. I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about right now. By
high school track team, I want Sydney McLaughlin by a mile.
Tell me why.
She's done long jumps. She's done high jumps. She's done the 400. She's done the 400 hurdles. She's done the short hurdles.
You saying done? You saying done? Hell, I did the 400. Do you want me on the 4x4 in high school? Probably not.
I would like to have Sydney. Like people talk about how people want to have Grant Holloway still on 4x4s because of what he's done in college. He hasn't done it in the pros, but why do we still want him? Because we know he can still do it.
Oh, yeah, he
Same
did.
thing with Sidney McLaughlin.
Yeah, Grant. Yes,
last year
Grant
he
has.
did.
I watched Grant anchor a 257 relay team down in Florida.
I'm picking
okay,
Femke.
yeah,
That's what I'm telling you. I'm picking Femke all day long.
I'm talking about the same reason, like why you would want to have Sidney McLaughlin. Yeah, she doesn't do all this other stuff as a pro anymore, but she obviously still can, just like how Grant Holloway could still do all that other stuff despite not doing it as a pro. Like,
but we don't know that though. We don't know that.
See it, though.
Yeah, we don't know that they can. Femke is showing there's no ifs about me. I can.
If Ryan look, one second. If Ryan Krauser told you today, hey, by the way, I'm going to move and do the discus this year, who's going to be your favorite moving into for?
Kind of take your damn glasses off because you're trying to be smarter than you usually are.
In the discus?
Making way too much sense today.
Bro, if Ryan,
I still would go with Ryan Krauser. Ryan
yeah,
Krauser, I'm doing this. I'm going with Ryan Krauser.
You go with him.
If Ryan Krauser went and did the discus,
I'm going with Ryan Krauser.
He hasn't done it since college.
I wouldn't go with him.
That's a dumb move.
It's a different event, dog.
He did it in college. He was fantastic in college. And if you have a world record holder now telling you, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, like, oh, okay, then that guy's got to be pretty dangerous if he's gonna do a different event.
I think
events
move on without you, man.
Two completely different movements, man.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Really?
Let me ask y'all a question.
Really?
Would you rather be world champion in the 400 or in the 400 hurdles?
Anything that's gonna get me paid, and both of them are paid.
But if you just want it as far as a title,
400 all day long.
I think the 400, dog. It's a staple event.
Yeah, 400 all day long. 400 hurdles don't really not take anything away from any 400 meter hurdler, but I mean, let's just call it what it is. 1, 2, 4.
Right.
That's where it starts.
I think Sydney, she's doing amazing things in the 4 hurdles, right? But I mean, how much can you marvel at something that's seemingly that she makes look so easy?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's tough, and the thing is, it's not a staple event. I feel like she could run well in the 4, and I feel like it would say a lot about her. She was able to jump into the 4 and do something,
I think
she's not being challenged right now.
At the end of the day, I think Femke is a better athlete. I think Sid is more talented. She's way more talented. But I think Femke is a better athlete. Right now, at this point in time today, I got to go with Femke is a better athlete. She is more talented.
Absolutely not.
Today?
Right now today at March, whatever.
How can you not say today?
I'm going with Femke is a better athlete. I'm not talking about her high school days, college days, none of that's about right now today.
Listen, today, tomorrow,
this day,
in the Eastern time zone, in the Dead Sea, out there in Israel, in the Indian Ocean.
So you think Sydney could run 49 low? You think Sydney could run 49 low right now today? Hello, Lamont. Hello. Do you think that Sydney could run 49 low today, right now?
Yes.
Hey, man. Yeah, I got a question for you though.
Only reason, Bobby Kersey. Only reason. See, here's the sad part about it, right? You was in the Pac-10, right? So I would assume that you know the history of some of the great coaches that come through the Pac-10.
Bobby gets his athletes ready for the championships.
Hold on.
He doesn't care about right now.
Listen, I would assume that you would know greatness when you see him.
Okay.
And the fact that you saying you sleep on Bobby as if that coach that Femke got is better than Bobby is laughable.
You know what? If Lamont know the coach, he's going with them. If he knows the coach, he's going with them.
No, it's not a matter.
It doesn't matter what time of year.
No. I don't.
Doesn't matter if it's not logical.
Listen, I don't know Bobby Kersey.
If it's Bobby Kersey, if it's Mouse, if it's Doug, no.
No, I just know
he doesn't train athletes for this time of year. Everyone knows this.
But listen, but that's not what you're asking. You say,
yes, I am. I'm asking you if she can run 49 right now.
Listen. You're not gonna add your little caveats and try to throw this off.
Oh my gosh!
No, you're not gonna do that. Okay.
Can you guys tell me what I asked?
If the goal right now,
you guys tell me what I asked.
If the goal right now was for her to run 49 seconds.
That's not what I asked.
Bobby Kirsch would make sure she could run 4. Don't give me
I'm sorry.
Oh, she can't run 49 right now. Well, guess
Lamont,
what? If they were training for world indoors, they were training for world indoors, you think right now, Sydney, you really tell me right now, if they were training for world indoors, if this was a European, this world indoors, and Bobby
that wasn't the discussion.
New Balance wants you.
That wasn't the question.
Hold on. New Balance
wants
you.
No, we're not holding on. That's not the question.
Okay, stop.
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
If New Balance told
what are you doing? I didn't ask that question.
If New Balance,
what are you doing?
If New Balance told her she had to run indoors, you really think for 1 second that woman couldn't clap Femke?
Are you done? Could she run 49 today?
You tell me right. You're telling me right now. Don't give me this. We know they in heavy training, so they're.
I'm going to give you this.
I don't care about that. I'm talking about
could she run 49 today?
Run for a major championship indoors. If they're all running for a major championship indoors, and they lined up.
I agree with that.
But that wasn't the question, though.
Lamont, I agree with that. But that wasn't the question.
I have a question for you.
So can you answer it? Can you answer it? I agree with you. I agree with you. If she was planning to run now, you wasted 5 minutes talking that bullshit, dog. If she wanted to plan for running right now, yes, okay, cool. I agree with you. Now, can we answer my question that I asked 5 minutes ago? Do you think she could run 49 today?
Yes.
Without the training, he's meaning like without the goal being to run 49.
He's talking about Bobby Kersey, and Bobby does not train athletes to run fast right now.
Right
so
now,
she would
what
not
he's
be able to
asking
do it right now.
literally is if they lined up next Saturday, not without no ifs. If they lined up next Saturday, if somebody said, watch this, if Jay-Z said, I'm gonna give y'all $1 million to race each other next Saturday, you don't get no time to train for it. Who wins?
Sid.
All right, man.
Sid.
All right.
See, I think it's a different
matter. We're never going to know because she's never going to run.
It's a different question. What you said, I think it's a different question.
You was about to get it, coach. You was about to get it. You know good damn well. Ain't no way Sid gonna come right now. Right now, sir. Okay. Right now and beat Femke Bol.
Hey, hold on. Did you ask me for my opinion? You asked my opinion, right?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so I'm saying said. That's my opinion.
I think the question of can Sydney McLaughlin run 49 and can she beat Femke Bol in a race next weekend are two very different questions in my opinion. Because beating someone in a race versus just running a time is different. Like how, anybody can do a time trial and run fast, but like beating someone that has beaten you every single time, you guys even talked about it, how like, shoot, Fred Kerley's got Michael Norman's number. It's like, yeah, sure, Michael Norman can run a fast 100 for sure. He can run a crazy fast 100, but can he beat Fred Kerley in a race? That's a different question. So I get what can Femke Bol beat Sydney McLaughlin in a race? I think that's a very different question than can she run a 49.
But that's if it's the same race. Like Femke is running fast in the race that Sydney never runs. So for her to carry over that, the mind.
I don't think she beats her right now. I don't
think she could carry that over into the 400.
Hasn't run since she turned to pro. Let's be clear.
Who? What you mean hasn't run since she turned to pro?
She hasn't run the indoor quarter since she turned pro.
Well, Sydney? I'm not saying indoor. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if Jay-Z said I got $1 million, y'all line up right now in New York Icon Stadium outside.
This boy loves switching the boy.
Sir.
It didn't change nothing. All I did was add the money. It's the same question.
No. He's talking about outside now. We all on indoors. He's talking about outside. We're talking about indoor.
No. That wasn't my question. My question was in a
it could
general.
Be inside or outside.
Inside. Okay, well, that means
today.
Inside then. Take it inside.
Either.
They run. Who wins? Right now today, who wins? Of everything they doing. Right now, I'm just saying, Femke Bol is showing that I'm a better athlete. I may not be as talented, but I'm a better athlete right now. Meaning, you can get more creme de la creme out of me. I might can't touch that world record.
Femke is not a better athlete than
today. I'm not gonna say better athlete
Right now,
period,
today,
though.
I'm saying better.
Today.
Now here's what I'm saying better.
What does it mean to be a better athlete?
That's the beauty of track and field, because that
I'm
means,
basically in
okay,
better
well, now see it, when you come outside, you got to come outside and do your shit. That's the beauty of track and field. Like, if you're not competing, and we all know that, if you're sitting down and you're not competing and somebody else is, guess what's going to happen? The attention going to be like, well, shit, they might be more ready. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't seen you. Now, we know you got the world record. We know you're going to be ready. But this girl is showcasing that I'm ready now. Bring your ass. That's all she doing. So I'm like, hey, man, like, I'm just saying, I'm not looking over Femke Bol no more. I was saying, look, I ain't really worried about Femke, you know, but then I went and started paying attention. I was like, well, shit, man, you know, I can't really neglect.
I want to see Sydney tested, though, man. I want to see her
doing,
tested.
man. I can't really neglect it.
I want to see her tested.
Question:
man.
What do you, when you say better athlete, what do you mean by better athlete?
By better athlete, I mean not in one particular event. Okay, I mean, I can go what you want, how you want it. I might not be the best at it. I might not be the best at it, but I'm a better athlete than you are. Because as an athlete, you gotta do between the two of them. Oh yeah, I'm going Femke Bol, better athlete. Because here's how I look at it: if they had their own one-on-one pentathlon, if we look at it like that, they had their own one-on-one pentathlon with the 400, you know, 400 hurdles, 500, shit like that. Who does the best? That's what I'm saying. I think Femke is the better athlete because, yeah, okay, you might get the 400 hurdles. You might get that. Can you get the 400 right now? I might can sneak you in that. Can you get the 300? I might can sneak you in that. Can you do the 500? I might can sneak you in that. So that's like 3 events in this whole little heptathlon track meet that we got that I could get you in, based off of right now. Meaning, right now today.
Don't miss that $2 donation now.
Oh shit! I saw that. I'm up here going off. What happened, babe? What happened?
Rico too hot. What Rico say?
Oh, hold on. Rico too hot. Appreciate that $2, baby. What do you say?
I'm a coach.
I'm not talking about June, July.
I'm about to give him a Rico.
I'm not talking about June, July, August, Sydney.
Rico, we appreciate that, baby. Celebrity coach.
I'm not talking June, July.
We appreciate that, celebrity coach Cal. But you gotta give us your comment with it though. Who you with? Who you with? I know you with me. That's why you didn't put nothing, because you didn't want to embarrass Coach them. So why we appreciate your donation. But yeah, I know you agree with me.
My question would be, why would it matter who's a better athlete right now? When
does it?
Okay, that's disrespectful right there, Randy Washington. We appreciate your $5, Randy, but that's disrespectful, okay?
Appreciate you, Randy.
Yeah, that doesn't matter, Colin. But I mean,
hey, put up Marvin's comment, please.
I don't want to put Marvin's
Yeah, put it up. There you go, Marvin.
Oh, for real? Yo, Marvin, let me ask you a question. What month was World Indoors last year?
Brother Calicio, we appreciate that donation.
I want you to type it, Marvin. Type it. What month was World Indoors last year? I want to hear it. See it. Type it.
I hate to agree with him, but he's gonna come at you with that one. Yeah, I see where you're going with that, Marv. You walked into that one, baby.
Okay. Yo, I got like 20 minutes, half an hour left. So let's you said you wanted to ask me about that
let me go ahead and I know it's late over there. Let's go ahead and switch that topic over then. So yeah, sprint abuse. Y'all debated if it's harder to win without a crowd or with or without a crowd. Sprint culture.
I know I got a bunch of shows. That's okay. Okay.
Spring culture. That's what y'all was saying. Because I was tagged in it. And I retweeted. So everybody
Yes.
should have saw it.
We really letting the answers say this nonsense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
now,
baby. Come on with it. Let's hear it.
Now, I've been in correspondence with people who've run in both situations. Okay. I feel like that's the best information you could get. They basically said that it felt like they were at practice. It wasn't like a real meet. Now, I feel like if you think about the 100-meter finals at a championships, especially the Olympics, the entire world is focused on one strip of track at one time, right? From the people all the way across the globe to the people in the stadium. The energy travels all the way from here through to the people in the stadium, to the athletes. I feel like if that piece is missing, it's a totally different race. For an athlete to come through in that situation, I feel like is different than coming through when no one's in the stadium. I feel like it's a factor. I can't call Marcell a championship performer until I see him do that.
So
just get on
you don't appreciate the Lakers. You don't appreciate the Lakers win either in the bubble because there's no
that
crowd.
Came up because Justin and Addo are Lakers fans, so that's why they were leaning on that. I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm just looking at it logically. Yo, it's different. It's very different.
Okay,
so that's all I'm trying to say. It's just a different scenario. I need to see him do it under the lights. That's all I'm saying. Saying that he can't. I'm just saying he hasn't.
So you call him a paper champion?
Yo, it's out of his control. I'm just saying that he just hasn't done it. He just hasn't done it. He hasn't done it.
All right, so are you finished? I want you to finish. I want you to make sure you're completely done with your point before I go.
I'm done. Right now.
Oh shit!
Let me tell you why, and I agree with Otto. There was a missing stimuli that was removed from that venue. You're right on one part. It's like practice. You also got to remember there's a certain stimuli that you cannot get in practice that you can get in a meet. That extra 5%, which is that adrenaline rush that you get from an actual competition, matters. That was missing for all eight fun. Wait, hold it, it's 7 because somebody false started. Yeah. Something else false started. But anyway, let's say he didn't false start. There's a certain stimuli that was missing from all 8 runners. You're running a dead silent venue, which makes it deafening quiet, and the Olympic title's on the line. For me, that within itself made it harder because you don't have the crowd behind you. You don't have your countrymen in the stands. You don't have you don't have the electricity, the flash bulbs or the cell phone. You don't have none of that in there. You have no added stimuli. So like you said, you're in a glorified practice. So for all those athletes in that final, for them to get up and still put on the show that they put on, to me, honestly, that made all them other Olympics in comparison to that one. That Olympic was much harder in all the events.
Colin, what you think?
I was actually about to pull something up to confirm.
You realize that this Olympics was.
I'll get right back to you. I want to see. Just want to.
Okay, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Do you know what other Olympics was exactly like this one with no crowd? Can you guys name it? Name the one.
Oh, I really don't remember.
It's because there was none. This was like no other Olympics.
Right.
It was conditions. Look, if we're gonna average out the 100 meters and what it's like to run in a championship final, there's certain stimuli that is usually present. Now, what makes a championship is the atmosphere. I'd say that's the biggest one, the atmosphere. And the atmosphere was totally different. Now, if we're gonna say that it makes them more of a championship performer because he did it with no fans there. That doesn't make any sense to me, especially when I'm telling you, I've spoken to people that have been in both situations. So why would we not listen to them as opposed to listening to you just because you're just saying it? You're telling them it's harder when they were there. That's what's confusing to me. It wasn't harder, dog. It was what everyone says when they first go to a championship is like, damn, walking into a stadium with that crowd was crazy. I ain't never experienced something like that before. It's nuts. You can hear people talking sometimes. It's a wave of fans that you've never felt the type of energy, that type of environment, dog. Now, if you can just overstep that, go into a stadium where it's empty, it's not going to be the same as the championships that have happened for centuries. I'm just saying he hasn't done it like it's been done. That was the venue. The venue seemed, from what I've heard, to be different, much easier, because there's some people who crumble with the crowd there, and there's some people who are exhilarated.
Let me guess.
But the fact of the matter is, the crowd is a part of the stimuli for most championships.
So let me get this straight then, because here's where you're messing up at, right? You're trying to devalue his Olympic title.
No, I'm not.
So hold on. Yeah, you are, because I heard you. You said that on the last show. So
I'm devaluing it. I said I'm devaluing it. No.
You're devaluing him because you're saying, well, he got to do it in a bigger crowd. That means all those Olympic titles.
On behalf of Marcell.
Let me make sure I get this straight.
You want to take offense on behalf of Marcell? That's cool. But let me tell you something. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you one question. Who do you give more ratings to? The strippers on OnlyFans or the strippers that can actually have you in the venue? It's a different skill set. It's a different skill set. It's easy to do it across the camera, across the entire world, as opposed to having someone right in the club with you, dog. It's different.
You're a strip club.
It's different.
All right. So all the people who saying that they because they obviously it's people who saying that, oh, it's different. So hey, you're saying that his Olympic title, I really don't put too much stock in it because there were certain elements.
I never said that.
Right.
I never said I didn't put no stock in it. No. Listen, Lamont. You have trouble with me agreeing with you sometimes. I'm not saying it wasn't hard. Ada was having issues understanding this too. Cool, it was hard.
Right.
I'm just saying it wasn't as hard.
Yeah,
and I'm saying that it wasn't. And
that's your opinion.
Why am I listening to you and not the people that run the races?
Well, that's your opinion.
No, it's not. It's not my opinion. It's the opinion of the people that run the races. It's not my opinion.
All the people who said that was probably the losers. Okay.
All the people who said
where else?
Tell me another medal that Marcell has won in a championship setting.
Dude, did he run in any world championships prior to that?
Okay, so in other words, he hasn't proven himself yet, which is exactly what I said.
Oh wow! So just because he wasn't in prior championship, see, you're trying to perfectly understand because you know I'm about to dig in your boy's ass to the grass because you talking about
pause, please.
If his medal don't count, that means the grass medal don't count either.
I already responded to that. I'm actually offended you didn't watch the whole video.
No, because you don't put
You're
the whole
supposed
video.
to be a supporter of the show. Now I'll say this. This was brought up. Apparently, everyone thinks this is the chess move. I'm going to bring up Andre. It's not. Andre has been proven on numerous championship occasions. He's always on the podium.
He got one world title. He has one title.
He lost to Usain Bolt and Justin Gatlin. Like what? Okay, look at you want to do that? Fine, go ahead. We can do that. But what I'm saying is,
39-year-old.
Let me finish. You brought it up. Let me respond. He's done it. He's been on the podium. He's been on the podium in numerous championship occasions. The only championship we've seen Marcell perform and get on the podium on is the no fans Olympics.
Right.
I'm saying to you, I need to see him do it in the setting.
I don't need to see him do it. He got the Olympic gold
for centuries.
Hey, let me hop in real quick.
Go ahead. I'm gonna go last.
What I'll say is, I think everyone can agree here that the setting in the Olympics was different than any setting else in track and field.
100%.
Just like how red and blue are two different colors. Is red better than blue? No, they're equal, but they're different. Like they're two different things. To not acknowledge that there wasn't people at the stands is different. Is just disingenuous. It is a different setting. And I think that it affects everybody differently. Like the way that Like how Noah Lyles, he's mentioned many times how he really loves having all of the fans there because it really juices him up and it's really helpful. And I'm sure there are other athletes, they probably would never actually say it, but I'm sure there's a lot of other athletes that like, hey, I would prefer for it to be silent because I don't love the noise. Like I'm sure there's a lot of athletes that think the same way. So yeah, I think that acknowledging that it's different is not like wrong to say. I would once again, like, since it is a different environment, I would like to see him be able to do what he did in that environment in one that has similar outcomes. It's not devaluing.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
It's saying you can do it in this environment A, that is in environment B, that is abnormal. Environment B is not normal to what typical track and field is. Out of the hundreds of thousands of thousands of championship races we've had, only 1 year has it been type B. Every other time it's been type A. And you won when it was type B, when there was no fans in the stands. I would
kind of like the grass. Kind of like the grass who's never won a title.
Andre has been on numerous podiums.
All right, so check this out.
Numerous podiums.
I would agree. Like I think just like how DeGrasse won a championship with no crowd,
but got his doors blown off every other time.
Andre's proven.
This is what I say.
He proved that he could lose.
To who? To Usain Bolt?
It doesn't matter.
And Justin Gatlin?
He lost to an AARP sprinter.
Who's that?
Justin Gatlin.
AARP. What you mean by that?
You know, AARP. He's not American. He's not American. He don't know.
37, 38.
Justin's a legend, yo. That's very disrespectful.
No, he is a legend.
Justin's a legend.
He's a legend.
Justin beat everybody. It was like, come on, dog. There's a lot of fast people there.
Listen, man.
Look Andre lost to two. Listen, Andre lost to two people that are on the Mount Rushmore of sprinting, dog. And you want to hold him to that. All I'm saying is, and all Colin said, you know what I'm saying? I figured you'd listen to him, yo. You know what I'm saying? He got the glasses on.
This what
I thought you'd listen to him. He said the exact same thing. We just need to see it in the setting.
We don't need to see it.
That everybody has done for
centuries.
Colin don't like Jacobs.
Here's why we don't need to see it.
You don't either.
I do. I think he's a dope sprinter.
Man, can I get the flow? I don't let y'all have it. Pee and everything. Here's why I don't feel like we need to see it. And I do feel like winning that Olympics was the hardest Olympics to win. Okay? I do feel like that. I think that's the hardest one to win. Now, here's why. Okay? It's an even playing field. Okay? And what I mean by it's an even playing field, when I walked out in Berlin for that first round, and I saw that crowd, and I saw them 60,000 people, I lit up. Damn, a hurt leg. It's time to go, baby. That gave me an extra oomph, right? When I take this same thing, I've talked to people who, when they walked out, it made them nervous. Okay? So now they at a disadvantage, and I'm at an advantage. So now let's take the crowd completely away. Now I'm not at an advantage, and you're not at a disadvantage, because whether you want to accept it or not, the crowd is going to give you something. The crowd is either going to give you energy or it's going to make you nervous. That shit is in everything. Even if you are a musician or whatever, it's going to go one or two ways. There is no mild with the crowd. It's either going to amp you or scare you. So if you take that out, it's an even playing field. And you ain't got nobody has no excuses. Yes, watch. It's even because you can't sit here and get hype. You see what I'm saying? Like Ray Edwards, you can't get hype because you get hype.
And some people can't get nervous. And some people can't get nervous.
Watch this. So if I can't get hype off the crowd, that means you can't get nervous from the crowd. So now it's literally even playing field.
But it's even the same way with the crowd there.
Now watch this. No,
you can get hyped or you can get nervous.
So now hold on, watch this. Say you got runner A who can run 998, right? And you got runner B who can run 998, right? But you got runner A like somebody like me who don't get nervous. That shit excite me. My 998 just turned 994 now because I feed off that energy. But you got somebody that everybody can't do speech class. You got people who are nervous to be in front of a crowd. So now you got an athlete who's nervous. They 998 is now 1002 because they was nervous. But now watch this. Ray, you don't get your extra advantage. Neither does this athlete get to take away. So now it's an even playing field. So now what y'all gonna do?
Well, so the person that's nervous could run faster. The one that gets nervous in the crowd will run faster, and the one that doesn't get nervous and gets exhilarated is going to run slower.
No, sir.
It's the exact same thing.
Now,
let me address your point again as well.
Sir, I can't hold on the whole 5 minutes. Damn, hold on. People front. Let you have. But
I'm addressing your point.
The only reason why I'm saying is because of this right here. Okay. If there is nothing to give me an extra edge like the crowd, that means within myself as an athlete, I have to go find that shit now. So if I'm sitting here at the Olympic Games, the Olympic finals, and I need a crowd to help me, oh, well, I shouldn't be there. It's the Olympic finals. I don't need shit. All I need is gunmen. Shoot that motherfucking gun. We own, Jack. Like, I don't need nothing else. If you got beat,
I would agree with you.
At the Olympic Games with no crowd, you wasn't supposed to win because the better man won on that day because it was just strictly practice.
It's like
strictly practice.
On that day, cool. You're right. On that day, the better man won on that day. But even in the comments, people are like, a man like Asafa would have rolled out in a setting like that. That's one thing. There's certain people that would roll out.
Who put that comment? Because that's fake as hell. No, he wouldn't. I love Asafa, but no, he wouldn't.
How we slice it, there's certain people.
Has a problem with championships. Whether it's a crowd or not, he got a problem with it.
There's certain people that are going to run better with no crowd. What I'm saying is it's the only championships that had no crowd. And it's always got a crowd. You have to factor it in when it's a championships. You can't just take it away. It's been every championship.
I would disagree.
I'm gonna give you the flow. I'm gonna ask one question, Anson. One question. I'm gonna be done with it. Okay, Anson. I know you. All right, I know you. Damn the shows we do. I know you. I know your upbringing. I know where you come from. I know all about you. When you was a little kid on that playground and y'all was out there racing, you didn't need no crowd. You just went and beat other little kids. When you was in the street and your homeboy said, we racing, street pole to street pole, you didn't need no crowd. Anson said, let's do it, okay? I don't need none of that, all right? When you was at practice and it was block start day, you didn't need no crowd. You said, it's time to go, okay? So this whole notion about the crowd, this, the crowd, that, no, if you needed that, or if it didn't, if the crowd is a part of it, period, then you're not a pure athlete. Because
the older a person gets, the older a person gets, the more the variables affect them because their awareness is higher.
You're not talking about eyeglasses. I got something coming, by the way. Shout out to Warby Parker.
Kids have no awareness. Kids have no awareness of stuff like that. A grown up is going to have awareness of all these things. The crowd is the biggest one. Sorry,
what I would say is to the first thing, when Ray said like, hey, like, because there's no crowd, so the people that would normally get nervous aren't going to get nervous. I don't disagree. I don't agree with that. As a person that is criminal at getting nervous at big track meets, it don't matter how many people are there. The people that are getting nervous aren't getting nervous because there's a million people there. They're getting nervous because of the circumstances. Like the fact that it's the Olympic Games is why you're getting nervous. It's not because there's nobody in the crowd or there's a million people in the crowd. All of these pros have ran with large crowds in the past, and they've all ran with no crowds in the past because of that COVID year. So the people that are getting nervous at the Olympics are not nervous because of or lack thereof the crowd. It is due to the moment. Yes, you get nervous because of the moment. You don't get nervous because of the circumstances. And so I think those people are still nervous. And the people that thrive off the crowd, like Noah Lyles, for example, he doesn't have the crowd. So now he's running at his base, and you have the people that are nervous, that are going to be nervous regardless, are still going to maintain that. But it's like, yeah, like it's just two different championships. It's as equal as the scenarios you can get. I'd agree with you, Ray. I think no fans is as equal as you can get, where it's as close to a practice where you can just see who's truly better. Like who is truly faster, not just based off championship, like who's as close as possible. Sure, it's equal, but in regular track and field, it's not equal. We saw that at the Olympics versus the World Championships in the U.S. U.S. men sucked at Tokyo. We did awful. And then we follow that up by the very next year, having pretty much the exact same people in there, having the best performance in World Championship history at home. So I think it's obvious that the crowd has a huge impact, because the same men went from not even making the final to coming in second and third place. So it's like, it's obvious that it has a huge impact. It's just different.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm in there, if I beat you with no crowd, I'm gonna be more crunk off that victory than we did in front of people.
Literally, that's just me. Meeting people in practice.
I'm just hyped off. No, it's my thing. I'm here to beat you, period. I don't give a damn if it's one
person. If you're beating someone in practice,
I'm happy.
More hype off of that.
I'm happy, sir. I just want to beat people. I don't give a damn if they're practice. I don't give a damn if they track me. I don't give a damn if it's in the parking lot. Do I need to show the video of me and Doc? I made Doc Patton race me in a parking lot because I had never beat him. I don't give a damn he was 40 years old when I did it. I made him race me in the parking lot just so I could beat him. I don't give a damn about who there. I don't care. I'm going to show that video all over again. I don't care who's there. I just want to beat you. To me, that's a real athlete. A real athlete don't need that extra stuff. So you can't take my victory. If I'm the month, I don't give a damn what you're saying. They lined up. They was there.
It's not about the extra stuff. It's about the stimuli that everyone dealt with throughout history, dog.
I beat you.
How are you going to say that? You can't say that, dog. There's a huge factor. There's a huge factor. There's a huge factor that happens at every championship. How is the crowd not a factor? How is the crowd not a factor? Being able to perform, in front of the fans.
Urban night. I knew
being able to perform in front of the fans is a big deal. That's one of the biggest factors.
I beat you. I don't give a damn about the fans. I ain't beat the fans. All I want is to do.
This can be resolved very easily. This can be resolved very easily. If Marcell is who he is, he'll just do it again when the fans are there.
But we just said at the beginning of the show, Anson, that right now he don't look like the old him, so it don't look like he's gonna make.
Well, then shit. Right then he's never done it in the biggest moment.
Okay, so what happens if he do it this year then?
Then what I just said comes to fruition, yo. If he does it, then there's nothing else to say. He did it.
But he's not gonna do it though.
He did it.
So because he's not gonna do it, I'm saying he's not gonna do it this year.
See, this is where
because he's not gonna do it this year. Does that mean that his W is void now? Well,
why won't he do it this year?
Question.
Why won't he do it? How do we know he's not going to do it this year?
Yeah, look at what he's doing. He ain't even healthy. We just had this whole discussion.
This is the problem with me saying this, that people feel like I'm saying that he's not good. He's very, very, very good.
No, I'm not saying that you're saying he's not good. What I'm saying is you're downgrading his victory. You're watering down his victory.
I'm not watering anything down. What I'm saying is I'm not willing to say that he's a championship performer based off what's happened already. He hasn't done it in the setting that everybody's had to do it in for centuries. If he's going to be that guy, he has to do it in the moment that means the most, when all the lights are on.
So make sure I understand this correct. Make sure I understand this correct. We gonna move on. Hold on, Coach. I gotta ask this question. Coach, I gotta ask this question.
No, it's not.
I gotta ask this question.
Get out of here.
So you mean to tell me what's
who's clicking right now on my beat?
Hey, whatever. He gave. That's my boy. He always give us. He shout out to him. This is what I'm asking you, answer. So based on what you're saying is, if there's no crowd, it ain't technically a victory. Damn, all the training I did.
I never said that.
Well, okay.
Well, it's not a victory.
Okay, watch this. It's a victory with an asterisk beside it. The same way we do the Lakers.
It absolutely has an asterisk.
I'm a Lakers fan. Now, I'm a Lakers fan, and I got an asterisk behind it.
No one would do it because that was you and you wanted to go.
Look here, sir. When it's an individual event, there's no asterisks. I whooped your asterisk ass. That's what I did. Ain't no asterisks. I did what I had to do.
It was a different scenario.
It's a race. There's no such thing. It's a race. Gun go off.
This is the point. This is the point of
discussion. Colin, what's up, man? How you doing, Colin?
I'm all right.
This is the point of discussion because it's not the same.
I do have a question.
Ray, you know it's not the same.
I have a question for you three too.
I'm answering a question. Answer the question, then we can move along. I agree with you. It's not the same.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that don't mean you can take anything away from what anybody does if there ain't no crowd there.
It's all perspective. You think I'm taking some away from him? You think I'm taking something away from him? And I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You said he got to do it again.
What I'm saying is,
you said he got to do it again.
No. You can. It's perspective. What I'm saying is, he has not done it under the real lights.
Anson, the real lights is, watch this. And we got to switch topics. Anson, the real lights is Olympic Games. Damn, the people in the stands. Every TV in the world is on you, sir. That's the fan. That's enough pressure. Every TV in the world is on you.
If the crowd isn't there, it's not the same, yo. Not. Not
yeah.
that.
So all right. So Ray. Carson's Olympic title don't mean nothing because there was no crowd.
Carson is proven already.
No. We're not doing that. Everybody.
Yes, we are, because that's my original point, dog. Listen, you're not gonna negate what I said. Stop. Hold on. You keep on bringing up people who have won medals. My point is, Lamont.
Let's move on, Ray.
Listen. No.
So here's what's going on. Both of y'all are right, but then both of y'all are wrong at the same time. I had to mute y'all. Both of y'all points are valid, but at the same time they invalid. And what I mean by that is, Coach, that's not fair, because you can't sit there and try and compare to other events, because that's some different shit. We're not talking about, and Coach, you know that. You know better than that. You know when it comes to this 100 versus 400 hurdles, you don't need no crowd at that point, because that's a different type of training. Like, but it's a whole different type of training. Either you're ready for the 400 hurdles or you're not.
Bro,
it's different.
Bro. Oh my God.
The 100.
Oh my God.
Know, I gotta give it to them a little bit. The crowd do play a little bit when it comes to the 100, because there's actually a crowd for the 100. It's like, at the end of the day, it's. But Coach, me and you agreeing. I'm just saying, like, I agree with you, but we can't throw the other events into this same conversation, because how many people go out and actually watch like the long jump, or how many people are actually in the crowd for the 5,000 and the 400 hurdles and stuff like that, versus the 100-meter dash, when everybody's on that side, like the whole side of 100 is people. That's a little different. Just a little different. It's just a little different. All right, well, look, we got to get out that topic, and it's perfect timing, because now we're gonna switch over to Marv, because Marv is in here. So before we lose Anson, so Marv signs his contract, right? Marv's in here, so he can tell us whether we right or wrong or whatever. It was to my understanding, allegedly, that this contract that Marv has signed is a beautiful contract. Now, when we're talking about Nike, we're not talking about beautiful contract when it comes to dollars. We're talking about beautiful contracts when it comes to me keeping my dollars. Meaning, if you've never been a Nike athlete, if you've never known one, if you've never seen a Nike athlete, Nike's game plan is to not pay you. It's never been to pay you, okay? Their game plan is the faster you run, the more money we want to take from you, not the more benefits and the more stuff we get from you, okay? I told my story when I made a team in 2009. Before I saw my first check, it was already reduced. Don't know how that shit happened, but it happened. But anyway, so this is my question to y'all. This Nike deal, and Marv, you let us know, apparently Nike feels strong enough about Marv to not reduce him. Meaning they feel strong enough that he's going to repeat what he did last year. He's going to do it again next year. They feel as though when the years to come, he has nothing to lose. So my question to y'all is this right here. It's a couple questions. I'm glad he's in here. Does Marv repeat what he did last year now that he got his money and he's comfortable, big house, big cars? Is he able to repeat that from what he did last year? That's going to start right there.
I mean, if we talking about the kid from Botswana, who can mysteriously run a world record because he was able to do the moonwalk and run 31.5, then no.
No way.
He won't repeat.
He won't repeat what? Say a little chest. He won't repeat what?
If we're basing on the people that's coming up, so
he's not getting out of podium.
It's hard for me to bet against the grass, but I need to see that kid. I need to see that man run. It's hard for me to
So you
believe
saying
that
Marv
he'll
ain't gonna make the podium? You saying Marv ain't gonna make the podium?
if DeGrasse is healthy, hasn't DeGrasse literally proven that he's gonna walk out of there with a medal?
That ain't what I asked you. You
Yeah, he's
saying
proven.
Marv ain't gonna get a medal? You
All
saying
right, so
Marv
hold on,
ain't gonna make the
hold
podium?
on. Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
DeGrasse is gonna walk out of there with a medal. Fred is walking out of there with a medal.
I never said the grass is walking out with a medal this year.
Well, listen. If DeGrasse is DeGrasse, he's walking out of there with a medal. Okay, we have to give him the benefit of the doubt. He is going to walk out with a medal. Okay. Also, understand something. It's one thing, and I'm going to use your own logic against you. It's one thing to run a world championship meet on your home soil. He's never ran a world championship 100 meters on another continent.
But okay, I get your point. But can I say this? He did indoor.
I said 100 meters.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
It's 100 meters.
Floor still yours. Go ahead.
Okay, so Fred.
Wait. Say that again. I missed the last part. He hasn't done what?
Fred.
Hold on, Doc. I didn't hear what you said.
He said Marv
what?
has not performed internationally when it matters. Basically, he won because he did it on home soil.
Let's not act like being on this side of the globe doesn't matter to some. It helps.
It's interesting how you choose what variables have effects on people, but it's fine. It's fine. It's like a crowd would help or not help.
But think about this though. Think about most of the, if we talk about the speed and power events, think about all the people who won those medals. They were on this side. They all trained on this side of the globe. Most of them train on this side of the globe. That joint matters. Anyway, that's beside the point. So DeGrasse, if DeGrasse is healthy, DeGrasse, got to give him the benefit of the doubt. The man has medaled every championship that he's been in, except for one. And he was hurt.
Which one did he not do it at?
Last year, he did the medal last year. He was hurt.
Much, but you only as good as your last race or your last season.
He was hurt.
Going.
He was hurt.
Oh wow.
He was hurt.
I'm listening.
He was hurt.
Wow.
You got to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. DeGrasse, Fred, and I don't think Trayvon going to lose a medal this year.
So basically what you're saying is Marv is not going to be on the podium.
No. Respectfully.
Colin, you was about to say something?
So like it's hard to determine like who's gonna get a medal and who's not. Like right now, I think that like I think of who are the people that could potentially win. Or could potentially medal. Like, there's probably like 10 or so people that could potentially get it. Where if I told you Marv like won, like you could, I can see that. But then there's other people where if I told you that, I don't know, like there's a ton of people that you could think like, hey, if I told you that this person won, you'd be like, there's no damn way in hell that they won. So I think he's in that conversation of getting a medal, and how this outdoor season performs is really important. I also think that there's just looking at other sports, I don't know how Marv would react. I've only kind of known him for a little bit of time, but looking at how other sports react, when people are on contract years, that's a huge year. Like everyone, like look at football, look at basketball, look at baseball. When you're on a contract year, you perform extremely well. And then the year right after that isn't always your best year. You just got paid. In football and basketball and baseball. Like that's just what it is. Like call it how you see it. Once you get paid, there's certain like it's your mentality changes. That's what I've seen with other athletes. And I don't know Marv well enough to say, is he the same? I just don't know him well enough. Like I know him through track meets and through the media. I can't tell you if that's how he's going to act. He could probably text and say, "No, Colin, that's not who I am." Great. I don't know. I don't know you. I just know what I see other athletes do. So,
fair point, though.
I listen. I gotta agree with Colin because it is like.
But that throws Fred into that too.
Mark just said that. Fred and Marcell also got paid.
Exactly.
Yes, That's the same thing there. So I'm saying the same thing about everybody. Like right after you get paid, it can be like your people can react poorly or just not do as well. It's just a fact of other sports. It happens.
It's a fact in track and field too, though. Like we can't deny it and say that, like no.
If the Gross,
we do get a little comfortable once we get that money, we get a lot of comfortable.
If the Gross new training situation don't pan out, then I can see Marv getting in there and getting a medal. But
the fact that you are saying that other people gotta mess up.
Hold on, Ray. All right. Listen to what I'm saying, Ray. Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
Listen to what I'm saying. The Gross has dispelled that he can supersede any coaching. Okay? He's proven it. Everybody's been from high school when he ran 10-7 in Jordans, when he went to USC, went to Coffeyville, went to USC, and had all these coaches around him. He's superseded all the coaching. So I'm saying if this one time the coaching don't pan out, then yes, I will concede and say, hey, Marvin will come with a medal. He will come home with a medal. Okay. And
bro, this is what I'm trying to understand. I get your back with, and y'all know me. I'm a Degrassi fan. I'm the person that, you can't never count him out. You can never count him out. I've done that since Ray's Take beginning. But what I'm trying to sit here and understand is this right here. Okay. You talking about a person who got a medal inside last year, went to USA's, made the team, and then with the world champs, and damn near won. He lost with 5 minutes to go, and we all know that. Like, Fred got it right to the line. So what you trying to tell me is somebody who went from, let's keep this in mind, 2 years ago couldn't even get into Prefontaine. Had to run it and the Puma meets with, what's his name? With Paul Doyle. Comes back next year, does indoor pretty damn excellent. Outdoor USA is pretty excellent. And not only does he, shout out Trayvon, we love him. Not only do he surpass his training partner, who we all expected to damn near win it, he surpasses him and damn near wins the whole thing. And what you're saying is the following year, he's not going to be good enough to even make the top 3. And somebody who got hurt last year and done been doing this shit since 2016. Keep in mind when the grass is started. They got a better 15. They got a better chance at medaling than everything I just said about Marvin Bracy.
Yes.
You just want to just be that. You want to be a real blood tonight, and Marv must be a Crip because he wearing blue. Because you really want beat tonight,
Ray,
sir.
Because Ray, you're acting as if guys has medaled and then came back the following year or had one good year and didn't not medal the previous year. It happens.
Degrassi did it.
Oh, so we're just taking the outliers.
I'm just saying, you act like people ain't meddling and not meddled. Well, I'm gonna go with you saying. Degrassi meddled and then came back and meddled again, and then meddled again and meddled again.
So what place you getting in? What place you getting in? Because Marvin's the only one that you're saying that's gonna do who's never ran under 980. And any of those guys that I mentioned can run under 980 because they've done it before.
Sir, okay. Here's what right now, I feel as though it would be a repeat of last year. Okay? I feel as though the same 3 that did what they did last year gonna do the same thing again this year.
They're gonna sweep.
They're gonna sweep it again. Okay?
Oh my gosh.
Now, the reason why I'm saying they're gonna sweep it again is because it has not been long enough. Meaning, if this was next year, I'd say, it's gonna be it's getting a little slim now. But what I'm saying is, last year, I just don't even feel like they was at their best. I don't feel like Trayvon was at his best. That's why he got 3rd. You can't open up with freaking 9-7 with a 2.1 and then come back at the end of the year and can't do that. You're not at your best. Fred, them that got hurt and was just not learning 100. You're not at your best. Marv, I'm just not coming back in from football and y'all let me do shit last year. I'm not at my best. This year should be the year that all of them are at their best. They decline should start next year, not this year. Y'all wouldn't even at, how you gonna start a decline when you ain't even at your peak yet? I don't think they peaked. I think this year is gonna be the peak year, and then they decline after this year. But yeah, I got them going 1, 2, 3 again because based on the people that I gotta think about who can beat them, who is it? Give them to me. Call them out. Cause Rico too hot. I appreciate that.
People, so
Call
who are
them
the
out.
people that could beat?
Give me 3 people right now.
Christian Coleman.
No,
Christian Coleman.
no, sir. Stop it. Stop it.
Marcell
Sir,
Jacobs.
I'm with you, Anson.
How?
Christian Coleman.
What?
Marcell Jacobs. Andre DeGrasse. Letsile Tobogo.
One of them.
Fernando Manyala.
Michael Norman.
Whoa, hold on. Time out. I was with you.
Okay, I got a better question.
He's lower on the list.
Let me ask you.
He's lower on the list. He's lower on the list.
No, let me
He's
ask you a
lower
different
on the
way.
list.
Out of the people who are running right now, I don't give a damn about their capabilities. Shit. I was in a race with both. My capabilities, well, Ray could possibly. I didn't though. I got 10 flag. I got dead last.
But
I'm talking about the people right now that they got a race.
He did mention them. He's mentioned them.
No. The 3 people that I'm talking about that they got a race. Who that y'all talk about have beat them already? Who's beat them?
Who's beating them?
Out of everybody y'all saying can
Christian
beat them.
Coleman.
Which one?
Christian
Okay,
Coleman.
outside respectfully, outside
Andre
of Coleman.
DeGrasse. Andre DeGrasse.
So you got 2.
Marcell Jacobs.
So yeah, okay, you got 3.
I got 3.
Okay. I want to elaborate on them 3, but keep
Who
going.
else? Look at, but
It ain't no
to your
else.
point,
It's
Ray,
them 3.
I'm not disagreeing with you because I think it's too early to make a call, really. But
It is.
I'll say this: they're definitely not sweeping again. I don't know who's not going to be in it, but they're definitely not sweeping.
I don't see
But
them
if
not
Coleman's in there,
sweeping.
technically it's still a sweep. But those 3, it's not going to be the same sweep.
But Anson, here's the funny thing. Ray thinks them the only 3 that's gonna peak, and them other guys are not gonna get better either.
Okay, well, no, watch this, coach. If they got
I was
better
gonna
from
say the
last
exact
year,
same thing.
I'm glad you said that. If they all got better, you still behind me. The only way you can get better is if I slack off.
Really? So let me get this straight. So we know Tyson didn't slack off. That bust off from Trelawney came out there, and what he ended up doing to Tyson the rest of Tyson's career. And he was behind him.
You talking about one freak of nature, sir?
Oh, one freak of nature. Okay.
Usain Bolt's a freak of nature, sir.
Okay. All right.
You saying
Gatlin,
Seville is not Usain Bolt.
Gatlin, who had to get a job for 4 years, came out and unseated Gay, like Gay wasn't even there.
When did he come do that? No, I'm asking for real. Are we talking about after 2012 when everything happened
When
with Tyson
Gatlin
or before?
came back after he had to go find a regular job for 4 years, Gay was on top of the world. Gatlin came in and said, okay, I'm giving you this little grace in 2010. After 2011 and beyond, you about to know what my back looked like. And that's all he was doing to Tyson. And Gay was American record holder, all that other stuff. The dominant sprint in the U.S. What happened when Gay came back? I mean, when Gatlin came back, excuse me. Dog, people are going to get better. Everyone's going to rise to the occasion. Everyone's body's going to get stronger once they stay healthy. Now, I'm not saying, look, I just don't think Marvin's going to duplicate what he did last year. I really don't. That's no shot at Marv. It really ain't. But listen, Anson has.
Ain't no shot. It just.
That's not a shot. Then what is a shot?
No, it's not. It's not because I like Marv, dude. I love Marv. Marv was a good dude.
Yeah, but we know that. We know that.
Very unbiased. And also, look, I'm gonna really take it serious. I'm gonna look at this Tobogo kid. See, and send me the video in
Tobogo's not being Marvin Bracy.
So I can see it.
Send it.
Yeah,
Tobogo's not being Marvin Bracy. Tobogo's not being Marvin Bracy.
No,
not 100 meter dash. Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Hey, guess what?
Tobogo gonna make the finals. I got him in a good fourth.
Hey, guess what? Asafa Power wasn't supposed to lose 2004 either.
USA goes 1, 2, 3, and 100 again. I'm calling it right now. USA men gonna sweep the 100, and Jamaican women gonna sweep the 100.
Oh,
It's gonna be a
but
repeat of
what's-
last year.
Oh,
It's
but
gonna be a
what's-
repeat of last year, coach. Gonna be a repeat of last year.
Oh, but
All the way around the board.
Hey,
I'm sending it to you right now.
2004.
Look it. Can you look at it on your phone right now? Or no?
Send it.
You're on your phone. I sent it to
All
your
right.
WhatsApp.
Oh, you sent it to the WhatsApp. All right, I'll look at it when we get done.
Look, they're gonna be my last little piece on it. I'm gonna let Colin and everybody else speak. 1, 2, 3. This year again will be Team USA.
They're not the Jamaican
Now,
women, bro.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this, damn it. Watch this. Watch it. I'm going out on a limb and saying USA might make history again, meaning they might go 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn it. That's how I see it. They got 4 people in the 100, and them 4 people that's going, Christian Coleman gonna be one of them gonna make it in. So you mean to tell me I got Christian Coleman, Fred Kerley, Trayvon Bromell, Marvin Bracy? I'm going with that, baby. I'm going with that sweep. I'm going 1 through 4. I'm going 1 through 4.
It's not.
Rico too hot, I might, but right now tonight I'm going to 1 through 4.
Like what I'd say, like the reason that I don't think that both will sweep is just based off probability and just numbers. Like what is the
I don't tell Colin take these guys doggone glasses off now.
The odds of both just sweeping in general is crazy. Repeating it with the exact same people, even crazier. Like, is it a possibility? Sure. But like, if this was a bet where you could bet who are the top 3 and you say USA, that would be like plus 40,000 to have.
But we've seen it in other sports. Why we can't see it in track and field?
Sure,
we've seen dynasties in other
we've
sports.
also seen people hit full court shots, but that doesn't mean it's likely. Like, just because it can happen doesn't mean it will. Like, so there's a lot of things that can happen.
You said the dynasty.
But it's just like,
did you see dynasties?
It just doesn't.
This is the U.S. Sprint Dynasty. They're gonna take off 3 spots
I might just say it might be the USA Sprint Dynasty. I don't know.
It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Not.
I think it's it's just more likely that there's going to be at least one other nation that is going to medal. It's just more likely. And who are those athletes going to be? I don't know, but I just don't want to say, oh yeah, it's going to be 3 people. yeah, Trayvon, Fred.
Yeah, I saw that. I like the jokes. I like the jokey people.
Like, so I would put my money on being others, but you know,
I didn't even want to put it on the screen. I got an off the wall question. We'll get back to it. Do y'all think Trayvon has officially became that person that would be the butt of jokes in track and field for a long time?
Let me tell you why. After what he did in Tokyo, he's put himself in that position.
We're talking about anchor leg?
Yeah, no, the position to be the butt of all jokes in track and field.
The reaction video that he made.
The reaction video he did.
Oh, I never saw that.
What?
Oh, what? Oh,
the reaction video to the 4x1?
I've talked to you about it
from Tokyo
on podcast before.
Dog.
It's like 4 in the morning for Anson right now, y'all. He ain't even drunk. It's like 4 in the morning for him. He just can't think right now.
I need to watch that.
You are a track savant. Can you please tell me the last time you seen the USA in the preliminary rounds get run down, not just by one team, but by 4 other countries?
No, it was a rough anchor leg.
No,
rough anchor leg.
But I don't know if it's fair to paint it on him for the rest of his career though. But it wasn't.
No, not because it's because how he responded.
I
need to see this.
Yeah,
I need to see it.
That part is why he's at the butt of like, and then it's not just because of how he responded. It's because how you do. Have y'all seen his reaction video to his 60-meter race from USA?
I saw that.
It's that. It's that. It's like he hit me with his hand, y'all. And as soon as he hit me with his hand, it just threw everything up. Bro, come on.
Bro, he got ran. He got ran down by New Guinea.
You guys are very disrespectful.
He did to himself. He did to.
It's
He
very
did
disrespectful.
He did to himself because he was kind of disrespectful. He didn't want to take what he did. You know,
And he disrespected Fred and Trayvon so badly, bro.
All right, y'all. I know it's he did. Oh, yeah, he did. What? Sir, you got to go back and do the history. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send you the raise take video that I did. The video we did after the 4x1 because when I first got started, and Trayvon was on it, Fred was on it, Maul came on, like the whole relay except for Trayvon was on. I'm talking about the whole relay came on raise take to talk about it except for Trayvon, and that was when it went down. And then Trayvon did to himself, and then he got mad about that video and was like, look at these clowns and stuff. And I'm like, man, we got a show to do. We ain't clowning you, but we ain't trying to clown you. But yeah, that's how it happened. Anyway, enough of that Trayvon stuff. Look, we've been on this thing for a hot little minute. Hold on, I'm gonna take this $2 right here. I don't understand
it's
that.
Hilarious. No, I think he's trying to say that he's proven to be a championship performer because of what he did in the 60 at Worlds. We can't pick and choose when we're going to use the 60 meters as evidence of someone's prowess. The majority of people say indoors doesn't mean anything. So that's what it is. We know that the outdoor championships is the big one, y'all. So while it was a good race in the 60, it was an exciting race. I'm not willing to say, okay, he's the guy and he's done it in the moment because he won the 60 at Worlds. Nah. I just need to see it, man.
Well,
need to see it.
We know you got to get off of here, Anson, and I got. I know we didn't have no track meet coming up this past weekend, but I still got to give Coach and Colin the college corner. And before we go, I'm gonna just say it like this here, because I can get them good 5 minutes, because we ain't have nothing really going on this past weekend. But I know we got NCs coming up. I will say this right here before we switch over to this right here. USA will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Before we do that, wait. The spikes. We damn near forgot to talk about it. The spikes. The spikes. Appreciate that, Trayvon. The spikes. Did they make a difference? Let me say it right. Because coach, you know, I almost called your whole panel on here tonight because once somebody is strong about them spikes, like them spikes is Jesus. Does those spikes make a difference that much to where Marcell said, Marcell risked getting a fine? I know in my contract it said if I wore anything outside of Nike, it was a $500 fine per sign. Bro, are those spikes that damn good to where he said, I will risk everything I got? I got to go back to these boing boings.
Listen to me, because you about right now. The reason why I don't like you right now, Ray, because you about to have me agree with Anson on something I don't like agreeing with him on anything. Okay,
can't fight it.
Okay,
y'all both agreed on red hoodies today, though.
Let me tell you something, man.
Just do it, man. Bars.
He had a mental
crazy bar.
Mental. That joint was all mental. You cannot tell me you ain't been practicing those spikes, running those spikes, and because you got fear, all of a sudden you let the fear take over because you knew you was about to catch this L, and you threw on another pair of shoes, breach your contract, and still lost.
Oh wait, I never said it was mental.
No, I'm saying it.
Coach saying it was mental. Why he did that?
So because listen, that joint is floating around, and Colin.
So Coach, you don't think it's the shoes? You think it's mental?
No, I think it's mental. I'm not. Listen, the spikes do not come with knots. Okay, those spikes are not Fast and Furious Part 1 through 10. Okay, they're not. All right, the human beings.
It's clear to say.
The human beings make the shoe faster. Okay,
Anson, what you thinking?
On that sword.
I think it's clear he looked totally different than he had looked all indoor season.
But so you saying the spikes helped?
Unless he peaked towards European indoors. But whether it's mental or physical or mechanical, he was a new man in those shoes. We hadn't seen this Marcell. We didn't see this Marcell all year.
You see Colin gearing up. Colin's ready to.
Colin, what you thinking? Spike the shoes?
I just think it's weird. Like, is it not weird that I don't get like
Colin? Don't let me down.
There's a big difference between what you can do and what you should do. Okay, there's a huge difference. And this is all based off of what I'm hearing being true. If this is not the case, then sure, it's different. But based off of what I know, like I'm hearing that he was allowed to wear Nikes per his contract. Something in his contract says that. Like, you just got this new contract with some company, a shoe company, and you're not gonna wear their shoes? What? Like, that's weird. You literally just signed it a month ago for a company that makes shoes, and you have a clause in your contract or whatever that says you're allowed to wear a competitor. That's not weird.
Actually, it's not. I
think it's a grace period.
Yeah.
Even if it's a grace period, this is your first. How many times have your parents told you first impressions matter? Have all of us heard first impressions matter?
Make the first
impression. You may not say it in Canada, but I'm sorry. In the United States, our parents tell us that first impressions are important. And so when you come out wearing a competitor's outfit on your first impression, that sets the tone. How you react first is it's going to tell the whole story, because this is the first time that we're seeing it. Like, this is the first thing we're seeing when it comes to Jacobs, and it's like, you're wearing a competitor? That's strange. Imagine if Fred Kerley in his first race in Australia, it got announced 2 days before his race, if he was wearing Nikes, because he's like, yeah, I got a grace period, I'm gonna wear Nikes over Asics. That would be weird. It would be weird.
A bad look for Puma.
Puma has 5 different elite level spikes. I'm sorry, 6 elite level spikes. You mean to tell me you couldn't pick one?
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say about it. I'm actually on Ocean's side with this. Okay. And the reason why I'm on Ocean's side with this is because my whole career, there were certain spikes that Nike sent me that I tried, hated, didn't want to run them at all, hated. There were certain spikes that they sent me that you couldn't get me to get up my feet off of them in. And it has nothing to do with me not thinking I can run fast. It's a comfort zone. It's a comfort level. Like, no, I'm comfortable in these Max Cats. I know they're not even 100-meter spikes.
You sure did wear them damn things. How did you
come on, baby?
Them damn things, man?
I'm gonna explain that part, okay?
I hated them things, bro.
I like to say I'm a regulation street pole to street pole runner, okay? I learned some technical stuff, but for me, I need light shoes because I just want to run fast, all right? When I look at people like Marcell, and there's technology that's put into these spikes, right? Meaning, if you use them the right way, they can benefit you. If you don't, they don't mean nothing to you, okay? I'll use like the military for an example. If you can't shoot 300 yards, you need a scope. But if you can't, you don't need a scope. Certain people can just do certain stuff. I feel like with Marcell, the reason why he went back to his spikes is because that was his comfort zone. Now, you got to also take somebody who is under the knife, because look at how we talk about it. You know what I mean? Talk about him like a lot. Like, whatever your move is, bro, you the Olympic champ. So you're going to be under the knife every time you run. Now, when you take somebody like that, he may not be walking in that limelight to where he actually, coach, he may feel like you, he may feel like you answer like his victory wasn't a real victory. You know what I'm saying? So if he feels this way, he don't have that confidence. So let me go back to my shoes, because I got to figure some shit out because I'm not running fast. So let me try this right here, because I got this grace period.
Let me just see what happens. Now, because of the way that he runs and how these spikes work, quote unquote, for him, it's a benefit. Because again, when I say it, I'm really talking about like just genetically fast. He's not fast. He's not fast. So he's fast because of his mechanics. He's fast because of how he trains. He's fast because of things that'll make him faster. I think the spikes actually help him to where it's like, again, Colin, if you put those spikes on for pole vault, it ain't gonna do shit for you. It ain't gonna help you up a damn. Ain't gonna do nothing for you. If you put your pole vault spikes on for the 100, ain't gonna do shit for you because it wasn't designed for that.
But Ray, is it not weird though? Can we at least agree that it's weird that you wear your competitor spikes right after you sign a big contract?
Oh, that ain't weird. That's
world
disrespectful. Forget weird. No, that's not weird. That's disrespectful.
Okay, disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, that's disrespectful. Not even weird. It's like I ain't exactly, because that's my other point I was gonna get to. At that particular track meet, he didn't even get to wear Puma. So it's like Nike got free publicity, and Nike's like, haha, it don't matter what y'all do, you still want to come back. Like Anson said, that's the old girlfriend. And like you said, Colin, like that's like going back to when I cooked better.
And lost. These spikes were supposed
to hold on though.
Lost.
He lost the race, but he ran better though. And for him, that's all he wanted to do. It's like, yeah, I lost, but I ran better than I ran all season long when I went back to my boing boings. So for him, it's like, no, you gotta give him that, because the way that he runs, and again, based on how these spikes are supposed to work, if you run with perfect mechanics, you're going to benefit from these spikes. You're going to. That's him. So I think for him, it made sense to go back to those spikes because you really aren't fast. If you're fast, watch this. If you're Fred Kerley, give me a shoe. Why? Because you give me barefoot, I'm gonna run fast. My mechanics ain't even that good. I still do some rear stuff. I'm just fast. Same thing with like Maurice. I'm just fast. Boat. I'm just fast. It don't matter what you put me in. He don't fit that category of he's just fast. He's kind of like Tom Brady with deflated balls. Literally, like I can throw, but I can throw better to play the football. Versus I'm Michael Vick, I can do whatever. That's why I look like, well, he kind of need them shoes because he need them shoes. So I think it's a spikes for him. I don't think it's a spikes for anybody else. But then again, if we want to have controlled substances, soon as Ronnie Baker got out them spikes, we ain't seen my boy running since. Literally, we literally have not seen Ronnie Baker since he went to No More Boing Boings.
I got to get going soon. We passed the 2 hour mark early, so yeah. I don't really know. I don't really care if it makes him faster or not. I just think it's strange that you signed a massive deal with a competitor and you don't wear their spikes. Like, why did you change if you're not going to wear their spikes? Like, that's literally the main thing that they make. You go because
I think it was a respect thing though.
It was more disrespectful than anything.
I gotta get going.
Colin, go get out of here. We'll see you next week, baby.
Adios.
Let us know who breaking the records.
Like,
yeah.
So, I mean, we are at that 2 hour marker, so we're gonna get ready to wrap this thing up. But that was just what I didn't want to, not speak on that, but I truly feel like for him, he need those shoes. He need them. You think about Space Jam. Y'all seen Space Jam? What happened when Mike gave them the magic water? They played better. They played harder. They didn't know it was just water. So that's kind of what Coach is saying. It's mental. Well, sometimes it is mental. But then again, I think in his position is mental and physical. He needs those boing boings. But it's going to be hell because he ain't going to be able to run them. He ain't going to be able to use them no more.
Well, it's part of the game, man. People, I mean, he's going to be wearing those shoes, so it just is what it is, yeah. And to be honest, I feel like some of the other companies, they've caught up with the tech. Yo, have you taken a look at Karsten's shoes?
He got his own shoe.
Man.
Like literally, like that's his shoe though. That's the difference.
They got some shit going on with that shoe too, yo. It's just, part of the game.
I'm glad you mentioned that. because both of y'all remember that back in the day. I don't know if they still do this because unrunnable. But back in the day, if you was a top athlete, you got your own shoe. Like it. They flew you to there to fit your foot to have you design it. Maybe Oceans just hasn't had that chance yet, and Puma's like, we don't have your shoe yet, so we'll give you that opportunity to run in that shoe. But when it's time to be outside, we'll have that shoe ready for you. So maybe that's just what it was.
Yeah, I think for sure. Yeah, I feel like they just make a shoe yet.
Yeah, it just ain't made yet. Like, so since it ain't made yet, because you just decided to come with us like last year. I mean last week. Here's what we got to offer, and you like, I don't like none of these, so we got to do something different. So that's my thing on that. And it was the placebo effect on Space Jam, and that's pretty much what Coach is saying. Coach is saying it's the placebo effect and not the spikes. That's what he's saying. Coach say he ain't drinking that water. I don't know.
Okay, look at.
All right, y'all, look, we don't went past our 2-hour marker right now. We had 2 hours and 19 minutes. It's probably because y'all said a whole bunch of crazy, disrespectful stuff to a lot of people that's watching the show. I didn't say nothing disrespectful tonight, at all, whatsoever. I watched my words because I seen that count. When I saw 300 eyes watching us, I was like, I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm going to let them do it. So I'm pretty sure come tomorrow, y'all going to catch some hate mail. Both of y'all. I know Coach catches some hate mail. Right now, I just feel like it's a USA American somewhere just got steam coming out his ears, boiling right now for all the nonsense that Coach done said, just completely, utterly. I feel like Coach came on here tonight just to do that, just to give some disrespect. Because I feel like the whole night you've been disrespectful. You disrespected Femke. You disrespected Femke. You disrespected Marvin, you disrespected Fred. Coach, before we go, do we need to take a moment to ask you what's going on in your life?
Yeah, what's up?
Is something bothering you?
How did I disrespect
what happened today?
Like,
what
are
happened
you
today
okay?
or yesterday?
Who hurt you?
How did I disrespect anyone? All I said was, okay, you told my Sydney and Femke, I say Sydney's the better athlete. You told my who gonna come home with a medal. I said, hey, as of right now, we subject to change. I don't see Marvin coming home with a medal. It's all good. Everything's subject to change. Everything's subject to change.
It just don't change with you though.
They better watch out for Michael Norman. Stop playing with that man.
What are we looking for?
Better stop playing with Michael Norman, bro.
What are we looking for? What?
But you about to start a whole other discussion.
Yeah, we can't. I'm not even gonna start that. You know what? I'm gonna say that topic for like next week because that's a whole other topic. Because you started that same Michael Norman stuff like 2 weeks ago on here, and I was like, "What are you doing, sir? No, not at all, not at all." Well, Coach, I'm gonna let you have the last words, and then I'm gonna let Anson get his last words in, and then I'm gonna get mine. And I'm already home.
Nothing, man. I'm about to take my butt to bed, yo.
Yes, you should, because you need to get some damn sleep, and you should try this again tomorrow.
I got an early morning, man. I
gotta be up at 5 a.m. So yeah.
Answer, go to sleep, man. Go, man. You married, man. Stop playing.
I'm trying to tell you. Man. Hey, shout out to the wife. Hey, you know what though? Real talk. Pun intended. I said like this here. Even though it was Twitter, to me it meant something. When the dude put like top 5 up, I ain't gonna lie. And then he had y'all real voice track like number 1, like follow them. And then I was at 3rd. I was cool with that. But I was like, oh, this is a dope little list. The Feds ain't on it.
Nice list.
And not only is the Feds not on it, Anson them, who really pretty much paved the way with this whole podcast and track and field stuff, rightfully you put them first. So I just want to say kudos to y'all, even though that list is, what somebody put out there. But to me, it was pretty doggone accurate and what people like. Like,
hey, well, Anson got a male admirer. You talking about Anson got some lips that's fine.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So what I'm gonna need you to do is I'm gonna need you to go down to the corner and get you a nice 3.5. and make sure that when you smoke it, go to the end. That's how you get the lips black. All right.
Yo, you guys are stupid, yo. I appreciate all my fans, man. I appreciate all of you. Yeah, man, it was a solid list, yo. But it's just, yo, like you said, yo, just the names we want to see are up there, yo. You know what I'm saying? The names we want to see are up there. That's always good, yo.
Yeah. I know you take a lot of heat, Anson, and then I'm gonna say this right now before we get off of here. I know you take a lot of heat from a lot of people in comments on your show, our show, everywhere. But what a lot of people don't understand is before this even happened, if they just take a look at it, you was actually in the professional world of sportscasting on a real TV station, stuff like that. And I think sometimes people don't understand that you're doing what needs to be done to make things stay relevant and entertaining versus being dull. Like sometimes you may say something, but it's more the sportscaster in you that's saying that because you know that's gonna roll for another show or another topic or another this or another that. So what I'm saying, people, is Anson ain't that damn dumb. He really smart as hell. So a lot of times he be messing with y'all. It's because it's good sports content.
He ain't that smart. He went to Washington State. He ain't that smart.
Stand by everything I say.
He was at Washburn University.
I stand by everything I say. I stand by everything I say. All of it. By the end of the day, yo, it's entertainment, yo. We all get it. So
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But look at
make sure you tell the folks where they find you at when you get done and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah. Unconventional Entertainment Group. Go ahead and follow that on YouTube. And also go ahead and follow Anson_Henry on Instagram. Spring Culture is a newish kind of show. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of getting the ball rolling on that. Me and Justin Gatlin. Come check it out on Wednesday. We're gonna have Devin Allen on, yo.
Dope.
Check that out. Be interesting conversation with him. Mm-hmm. And then yeah, man, we're all making moves. We're all trying to give the authentic voice that track and field needs right now. So I like the direction things are going with everybody.
Right, you need to get Devin Allen on too.
We doing something.
It's gonna be an interesting conversation. And what was the other thing I was gonna say? I'm trying to make my way out to Florida Relays, yeah. You think you make it out there, Ray?
When is Florida Relays? I can't. Just tell me April.
Because
actually, so when is it?
It's the third week. It's not the 31st and the first.
I think it's April 15th.
Before that, it's the week before that.
So this is what I'm doing this year. I'm actually traveling this year. So I'm starting out at TSU, believe it or not. I'm going down to Houston for TSU relays. So I'm gonna do TSU relays there live in effect. And then I'm gonna bounce over to Austin relays. I'm gonna do Austin there live in effect. These are like I've already planned. I'm gonna do Austin, Texas relays live in effect. I'm doing Mount Sac relays for certain live in effect. So I could definitely put Florida relays on it because Florida relays was not really on my schedule to to pop up at, but yeah, hell yeah. If y'all gonna do it, y'all do it. Because those are the ones that I already have on my schedule right for certain. Like I'm for certain at TSU, I'm for certain at Austin, for certain at Mount Sac.
Hey man, where my baby girl Melissa Jefferson at? Yo, I need to know where she's at, yo.
Sir, what are you talking about? She just commented.
Did you say that because you just saw her in the chat?
You want to live long, baby. You want to live long.
I didn't know if you had seen her. Like you asked for her.
No, I didn't see it. I don't got the comments on.
Oh yeah, she right there.
Tom Jones is April 15th. Maybe that's the meet I was talking about going to.
Listen,
that's what she talking about. She talking about Tom Jones.
That's where the relay team is
that's the Florida. I thought that was Florida. That's Florida Relays.
No, Florida Relays. Florida Relays is the third week of March. Tom Jones is April 15th.
Okay. I want to go to
okay.
the one where Canada and both U.S. teams are running against each other.
Is that Tom
one
Jones?
Of those two. I think it might be Florida Relays, yo. It's Florida Relays. Florida Relays. Michelle was telling me.
Well,
Florida Relays is April 31st. April 1st. Sorry, March 31st and April 1st. Then Tom Jones the 15th.
I'm probably gonna have to do Tom Jones then because I think Texas
Relays.
Relays.
Have to do Tom Jones too.
Yeah, Texas Relays is like that same weekend. of that first weekend of April this year. So I'm gonna plan for Tom Jones. I already know I'm not gonna do Florida if it's that first weekend of April. Yeah. Tom Jones.
Yeah, man.
Tom Jones sound like a good one. So I add that to my schedule.
I'm trying to make it out there.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the bed. Yo, go ahead and
check
out Sprint Culture on Wednesday though, man.
Hey, make sure y'all go follow Sprint Culture. Make sure y'all follow Real Track News. Coach, you already know, give them your stuff again. Like just
man. And Wednesday
we keep getting new followers, so because we keep getting new followers, we got to keep telling these folks.
Yeah, Wednesday we back, man. Track chat with the most known unknowns, man. Kyle had to deal with some family bereavement stuff, man. But we're back, and we're gonna, we're gonna attack our conference and little different things that we see going on in track and field. We talk about a lot of the stuff that goes on within the college realm, and then obviously you see us here on Monday, man. And follow me on Twitter, part 4, because a lot of y'all cats will be trying to follow me on IG. Y'all ain't got no photos, no nothing. Y'all got these weird photos that I don't accept y'all. Y'all ain't about to be creeping on my page, okay? I don't trust y'all. Spam ass people. I don't trust you, okay? Ain't doing it. All right, I got to know you, okay? Damn it. That's it.
All right, answer again to them one more time where they can find you at and follow you at for all these new people that just came into the chat.
Anson_Henry on Instagram and Unconventional Entertainment Group on YouTube. Oh, and Voices of TNF on Instagram as well.
And check this out, right? If Anson denies my access to his damn live.
First of all, I want you to put that finger down. I feel like it's very disrespectful.
It is disrespectful.
I would like you to talk to me. I would like you to talk to me. I would like you to talk to me in a less aggressive manner.
All right, no, you being.
And speaking of which, you about to jump on. You said you're going to jump on. You about to do that's cap. So look at you. I hope you're ready. You are ready, right?
Coach got a whole segment called "That's Cap."
You ready, right? So I'm giving you the floor, dog.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm giving you the floor. So don't mess it up, dog.
Listen,
yeah, look, man.
Listen.
We tried, but this isn't going to be working. Yeah, I don't want one of those situations to happen. So just make sure you're prepped. Yo, practice in the mirror.
Listen, anything I do, I'm going to bring more people to your platform. All right,
cool. All right, whatever you got to do, shit.
When I log on all of a sudden, everybody on my feet, whoop, right on the joint.
Right.
Now remember, I got my joint Wednesday, 8:00. We on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Track chat, most known unknowns. Twitter page is TAF Chatter on Twitter.
Before Coach Dolphin say what I said about 3 months ago about his show. Y'all know Coach ain't brought me back on his show since the first time he brought me on before Rage taking on in season 3 right now.
Yo, that's messed up, dog.
About that.
I know, right? I know, like I was on Coach show before there was even a Rage take, and Rage take in season 3, and I ain't been on Coach show since.
I've
been on your show,
Coach. Hold up, Coach.
I've been on your show.
Absolutely.
Your show.
Now, every time I talk to Lamont, he'll bring up the fact that nigga, you better make sure you let me in your show. I've never been invited to his show. Not one time.
Yo, I'm trying to get the
time. I ain't never seen you on the show.
He'll bother me every single time we talk.
How about you move
every single time we talk? He'll be like, Anson, if I come in the show, you better let me in your show. Never invited me not one time.
But then even when Coach have his show, he don't text nobody and be like, we got our show today. He don't tell nobody. He don't get in the little private group chat we got and be like, hey, y'all, make sure y'all come check the show out. Coach be his own. We telling on you, Coach be finna lead the show. Coach be in his own world, people. Coach don't like to he just like to come over to everybody else's show, and he like the white man.
Y'all's a whole lot. You know what?
Everybody else side, but don't want to come
got a
side.
Graphic designer like you do, Ray. We ain't got the graphic people to do all the stuff, man. We poor people over here, man. We poor people over here. And we talk a lot of college stuff. We talk a lot of college track and field. And Anson don't like college track and field. He's scared of it because he went to Washington State.
Let's make all the excuses you need to.
You went to Washington State.
Do whatever you got to do. Do whatever you got to do.
What was your last
We love y'all the same, Coach. I want everybody just found out, Coach, you got a show that you won't never put none of us on, but you on everybody else's show. That's all the whole fan base just said.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's it.
you got out. So you was in
Gatlin's year.
Okay.
Gatlin's final year.
So you was there with
sophomore
Chapman?
year.
You was there with Chapman and those guys?
Yeah, Doc. My
Okay.
roommate.
Okay.
Benny's my roommate, yo. Yeah.
Okay.
Anson's a legend, man. You gotta stop playing with Anson. You already know that.
Hey, man.
All right, y'all, we
I'm on
gotta
this
get
side
off
of the
here,
camera
man.
now.
I ain't even ate no dinner tonight or nothing, man. We don't went way past our 2-hour marker, and we ain't even finished the whole show. We had 2 hours and 33 minutes, but hey, as always, we appreciate y'all people, man. Y'all know it's really track and field all week long. You only get this show on Mondays, but as we just let y'all know, there's so many more shows we got going on during the week. So make sure you taking out all of them, because when we come back on Mondays and we go to fight in the Oregon on Hill, it'll make sense to you if you watch everybody else's show while we had these comments. So as always, Coach, appreciate you, brother. You already know. Anson, you already know, brother. You already know. I ain't even got to go there. I appreciate you. I appreciate your words. I appreciate your wisdom. I appreciate you for pointing me in the direction of even folks don't even know that Anson was like
doing your thing, Doc.
I appreciate that. Man. And we just gonna keep doing what we doing, y'all. So hey, track and field world people, raise their people. Y'all know how we do this. Hey, make sure you love each other. Stop fighting on Twitter. I don't know why I gotta keep saying that shit every Monday. You can't see each other. You can't see each other. Stop fighting. I'm tired of going to my Twitter. I wake up in the morning and me and Coach and Anson tagging a bunch of shit y'all got going on that don't make no sense, and y'all fighting and want us to get in on it. And I'm like, I don't even know y'all. I'm not gonna fight with y'all. Y'all gotta fight with each other. Y'all gotta fight with each other. Hey,
the Track and Field Network. The Track and Field Network. My bad.
Oh,
go ahead and follow Track and Field Network as well. I didn't mention that.
don't forget to follow Track and Field Network.
It.
Don't forget to follow Track and Field Network.
Right.
Hey, we're gonna, you know, what we're gonna do. Y'all know what we gotta do. We gotta pick one of our platforms, and we gotta have like a of everybody on the platform. Everybody, like all panels on one show.
That'd be dope.
As hell. And long as hell.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Everybody be on it. That'd be dope.
Everybody be on one show, kind of like how BET did the Hip Hop Awards, and now everybody on the stage together. One show,
listen, I'm glad
time during track season, everybody on one show, see what happens.
Hey, I'm glad I did all my recruiting calls before I got on, man. So I'm good.
All right,
let me go and get some rest, man. I gotta kill the babies tomorrow, man.
Go get some rest, Anson. You go get you some sleep. My alarm clock going off at 5 a.m. So we gotta get out of here, people. We appreciate y'all. Yeah. We love y'all. Yeah. Catch everybody else during the week. We'll see y'all next week on Raise Take.
Peace.
Respect, y'all. Cool.